Hello, things! Happy Sunday, dipshits. How are you guys doing? Reminder, counter sausage. It's in the fridge. It's finally been moved. It's no longer on the counter. The counter sausage has been relocated to the fridge. There you go. There you go. Hi, everybody. Yeah, update on the counter sausage. It's now in the fridge. Hi. The legend of the counter sausage lives on. I'm gonna have to eat that thing and I'm gonna die of laughter. The sausage saga continues. Hi. Eat the sausage on stream. No. I don't know if, like, I could probably show you guys a picture, but it's a really, really big piece of cured meat. The way you normally eat it is you cut off slices and, like, you spread them on toasted bread because, like, it melts really easily. And usually one slice is hefty, right? It's a lot. So I would not try and fucking tank the counter sausage because I would probably die. I'm here to confess to you of my sins, and my horrible sin is I go to your YouTube videos. Can you ever forgive me? You should go into my art, not my videos. But yes, I forgive you. Don't worry. Thou has been forgiven. Well, let me try and see if I can't find the... I found a picture of one, but this one deadass looks like a penis. You know what? Yeah, sure. I'll show you guys this one. Kind of show you guys what the thing... This is a really chunky one. They're usually longer than this. God. But this is what this thing fucking looks like. This is what the counter sausage looks like. Hi! I call it a sausage because I have no word for it in Spanish. This is what it looks like. Twitch, YouTube, I promise it's not a penis. It's a fucking... It's a piece of cured meat. It's a piece of cured meat. And there was one of these, except, like, not as, like, fat, just longer, on the counter because, like, my grandpa left it here. ¿Qué coño es eso? I was surprised you don't know what it is. You know where I'm at. Well, you got there to get banned, put that away. It's not a penis. It looks like a potato. It's not. Even Spanish is confused. Dude, this is a local delicacy here. That's a bad dragon. Stop it. It looks like chorizo. It's a type of chorizo, but it's spreadable. It's spreadable. It's like, you're not supposed to, like, eat it as is. You're supposed to put it on toast or, like, cook it into dishes. You're supposed to spread it on bread. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, it's a local sobrasada. It's a local delicacy. And my grandpa got a schmancy one. He left it on the counter. Okay, this is a nicer picture. This is how you're supposed to eat this shit. You're supposed to chop it up into, like, slices and then spread it on toast. Yeah, it's super delicious. It's super, super tasty, but it's also fatty as fuck. So if I try and tank a whole one of those, chat, like, at any point, I will gain, like, 40 pounds and die immediately. Finally clicked, so I is more common on the coast, not around here. Yep. I've never had meat butter. Meat butter is a good way to describe it, actually. It actually does melt if you put it into heat. I like to use it to make scrambled eggs. But again, it's super fatty, so I don't usually eat it a ton. It is kind of like meat butter. That's actually a good way to describe it. It's not American. It's like very, very... It is a delicacy around here. Oh, you'll live, just exercise. With what time, bitch? I had a stress gag this morning because I was so busy. I hate that word meat butter, but that's what it is. Yeah, like, they also have like really stiff cured meats that you can slice, but this one is spreadable. And now in the supermarket, they sell, like, tubs of it, little tubs that it's spreadable without having to, like, go and buy, like, the actual, like, you know, phallic-shaped thing. I prefer the spreadable shit because it's super easy to, like, have on toast, but my grandpa fucking scoffs whenever I bring it up. And he's like, no, you should get the good shit. And it's like, yeah, Grandpa, the good shit is kind of hard to find, and it's also not at all as easy to spread as the as the one you can get in the grocery store. The word you're looking for is meat pate. No! It's really good though. Like, yeah, you have it on toast. Sometimes you can put an egg on it. It's usually very, very nice. If I'm feeling like schmancy, if I'm having like a weekend where I do want to cook something, but I don't want to like make just eggs, I usually just like toast some bread, pick up some sobrasada, slap it on there, and fry an egg and put it on top. It works every time. It's a delightful breakfast. It looks like red bean paste. It's not sweet at all. It's actually really savory. Very paprika. It's made out of pork. I would love to put some cheese on it and put it into a microwave for a minute. Oh, no, that's sacrilege. You can't mix this with cheese. If you're gonna be eating anything like cheese or something while you're eating this shit, you have to eat it, like, apart. You can't mix it together, at least according to, like, all the old people that live here. They get really mad. They're like, no, you're supposed to eat it by itself because it's super delicious. And it is, but, like, the egg is the one exception that you can actually have. You know what? We know what actually goes great with gamer subs. It's chorizo crudo? No, it's sobrasada. It's actually cooked, but it's just spreadable. I can already hear the elderly scream heresy. Could you imagine if I showed my grandpa my gamer subs and was like, I'm eating your fucking schmancy counter sausage with caffeine-free guacamole gamer farts? Besides chocolate, what's Scamformation's most intense Puritan feeling about food? I think it's mainly the chocolate thing. I think it's mainly the chocolate thing. That's when you get kicked out of the house. Yep. You already got me to make 2 orders of gamer subs with your code. I've got to watch it for a bit. New people get gamer subs. This is why I have to like promote it on Twitter also, but I haven't had time. Did you have any pleasant dreams of buzz sauce last night? No, thankfully no. That kind of pork stuffing is rather fatty. It has like a 5/1 calorie ratio, so yeah, it is. I don't eat it very often. I've never had gamer subs. Should I get it? Yes. What flavor? Depends. What are you feeling? Right now I'm having like kiwi strawberry, which is really good. If you want something citrusy, lean is a good one. If you want something like tropical, blowhole blast is a good one. Do they ship it to Brazil? I'm not sure. There are some countries they don't ship to. You'd have to check on the website. Have you tried Bowler yet? No, not yet. No, I haven't gone. I'm still like good on gamer subs, but like I'm probably gonna try and get the sleep aid next. If you want something like really like intense berry, Pom Pom Punch is good. Thoughts on morcilla? I haven't had a lot of it. I can't figure out from what you're from. My current theory is somewhere from Europe. Wrong! I'm from space! Do they ship to Italy? I believe so. They do ship most places in Europe, yeah. Mexican space. Yeah, girl. Anyway, we will have to do Anby's thing before we jump back into Vampire Twink time, which I'm so excited for. Part 2 of no switched outfits. Yep. Mama, I'm a week behind work. We take what we can get, chat. We take what we can get. Does Hugo remind you of like Asterion from Baldur's Gate? A little bit in how he speaks. Don't you still have the Nicole model? Yeah, but I have to load it up. I've heard Zenless on here is a Gunner game. Is this true? No. It's actually very tame. It's really funny because people see, like, any mention of sexuality and immediately jump to scream Gunner, but, like, hot take? No, that's a virgin take.
Everything you're looking for is here.
I will say this, though. Compared to most MiHoYo properties, it is, like, the horniest one. But if you think about it, if you look at Zenless compared to, like, actual Gunner games, Nikke, Azure Lane, whatever other, like, Goonie games that are out there, because there are a bunch, it's really, really tame. It's pretty safe. It's very safe horny.
Energizing combo sets. Hearty noodle.
What it means is that you can't move right now because their gsupps is not pink enough. Oh no, yeah, I'm drinking a green one right now. Yeah, there's a difference. You can play Zenless in public, you can't play Nikke in public. I've played Nikke, Zenless is nothing. Yeah. I've seen the new Nikke units. It's like, I have questions. Oh my god, I'm a tree. It's just a bitch in a really, really well, badly cut up sweater. So yeah, compared to other games, like Azure Lane is also particularly egregious right now. Holy shit. Zenless is really not that, lecherous. But I thought it was a cow sweater. I thought it was a cow too, and then I saw a description, it's like, this is not a birch. Thanks so much for the follow. All right.
I just got back from Waterfall Soup.
Soup.
What happened?
Thanks so much for the follow,
Did something
guys.
come up with General Chop?
No, nothing really. It might
Belle,
not
why do
even
you
be a
sound
big
so
deal.
sad?
It's just... General Chop mentioned that Soldier 11 hasn't come to eat noodles at the shop for some time now. We haven't heard from her.
What
for a
agent do I
while
like as a
either.
person? A lot. I do like a lot of characters in Zenless. I like Nicole the best, though. I think she's hilarious. Nicole is one of my favorites. Wolf Daddy is also pretty up there. Belle and Wise are their own brand of goblin, which I like. I like that they're both nerds, and we both acknowledge that they're nerds. Would you call Zenless stylized? Very. Any anime RPG, like, MiHoYo style game is stylized. Anime is an art style in itself, after all.
Maybe she's been busy with something lately. You know, like a mission.
On a mission? But even then, she'd still try to reply to messages from you. That's
Nicole
what she
becomes a
did
better
before.
character with every update she's
This
involved
is
with, because she's the
starting to worry me
it
now.
girl!
Oh, if only her squad mates were with her.
Have you seen Bleach? No. If I'm not mistaken, you're back to inquire about Soldier 11 again. When was the last time you got some shut-eye? They're closed right now! Don't worry, I'm fine, and I can't rest until I've confirmed her whereabouts. Trigger... Recently, she keeps getting redeployed, and I haven't been able to contact her, which is very unusual. We are colleagues, after all, so I thought perhaps you might have some information. You're in luck, however, I want you to promise me something. Don't push yourself too hard. Go get a good night's sleep, for her sake, if nothing else. Thanks. I'll do it for you too, Ray. I do like Trigger. I think she's really cute. I know you say that to everyone, but fine, here goes. Someone who looks a lot like Soldier 11 was spotted in Hollow Zero. According to the eyewitness accounts, he was with some armed individuals who were not Defense Force personnel. I'll send you the precise coordinates. Are you heading out now, Trigger? Oh, shit! Oh, ooh. I mean, we're gonna use green Anby.
Did you call me? Yeah. I'll help you win. The lunch is out.
Eradicate all. My blade is ready.
Miyarbi! Hi, I'm doing good, thank you. Trigger's cute, but I still think her outfit is dumb. Trigger's outfit is fine. It's silly, but it's not like ridiculous. It's not as silly as it's not like I can actually have a good look at her now. It's not as silly as the new Anby
arrived
one.
at the coordinates Ray provided. She's so kind.
Like I like Trigger's outfit because it's still. What is that ass jiggle? Jesus. Because she still looks military. She still looks like a soldier, even though it's a little bit on the skimpier side. Anby's does not at all look like military personnel. Like, Trigger's outfit, deadass does look like something that someone that would go into, like, active combat would wear. 1,000,000,000%. Is it, like, super stylized anime and, like, kind of, like, sexy? Yeah, very. But it still makes sense. If it didn't have the holes, like, it doesn't need to be backless, but at least this one's a full crop top, so it's not as stupid. If it didn't have the holes, it would be like, oh, damn, okay. But I do like this one better because this one's at least, like, a full crop top, so it's not as
holding position
egregious.
And awaiting further orders.
The cape is really cute. I love the giant trigger she has on her, her collar. The pants are really great. Like, for the most part, symmetrical design, very nice. Really fun color scheme, very vibrant. I do like Trigger's design quite a bit. I do think that it has that, like, OG Zenless charm, and I don't think I would actually, like, change this one at all. I really like Trigger's design.
Equipment inspection complete.
Which is funny because when I first saw, the only thing I don't like is the fact that her ass goes 50 ways from Sunday whenever she unloads her gun. Like, what the fuck is that for? Okay, no, we're getting to Nika levels with Jiggle. That's, mihoyo. Stop it, mihoyo. Stop it. That's not sexy, that's distracting. It's not sexy when it looks like Jello. But yeah, like the rest of the outfit, it's actually really good, very, very solid. I like it a lot. You know what, like, the Jiggle reminds me of? It reminds me, like, it's like a Mylar balloons or an inflated doll. Like, if I spank her, she's gonna fly away. But yeah, like, when I first saw the 2D render for Trigger, I was like, I don't know about this one, but, like, now that I get to see it in motion, I do like the design quite a bit. I think it's really cute. Yeah, a lot of people who play Nika have actually mentioned that Trigger's design feels like one of the lowest rarity ones, and it does remind me of one of the Nika units that I like that was, like, not as rare.
Adjusting for wind.
Ooh, nice.
She didn't make the cut for Nikki, so they sent her here.
I mean, she has better stance than most of the girls in Nika. Look at that. That's an actual shooting stance. Her entire body is moving, not like just her ass. Like, definitely braces herself better. Her animations are really nice. No, the 2D art isn't bad, but sometimes I feel like it doesn't quite capture the charm.
Adjusting for wind.
She has range. Well, yeah, she's a sniper.
You're cornered. Suspicious ether fluctuations over there.
Ass up. Oh, that happens with every Zenless unit. Every Zenless unit, when they're like switching between characters or they do something different, they're like, ass up, baby! Thanks so much for the follow. But yeah, she actually has really good stance.
Adjusting for wind.
I wouldn't say I'm super into Zenless right now because I only really play it to stream with you guys. I don't play it daily, for example.
Will reach its mark.
But I do like a lot of things about it. Like, when it comes to MiHoYo properties, this is probably my favorite.
Ether vision activate.
But I feel that so far this one's had some pretty aggressive marketing. Like they try and get you to fucking they try to drip marketing like every 2 weeks. It's a lot. Oh dang, I really need to get back into this game. It's been a bit since I last played. I mean, it's very fun and there is actually decent amounts of story content at the moment. Like,
Calibrating.
I'm actually missing a bunch of agent stories besides Anby.
Yeah.
This game gives me hope that Hoyo will make a full-price single-player game. I don't have hope for that. I don't have hope for that because this is MiHoYo's third gacha in 5 years.
The melody of combat.
The cold is silent.
They have shown no interest in expanding outside of the gacha market so far. It would be great if they did because they definitely have the budget and the team to make it happen, but I don't quite see them wanting to do it. I heard they're working on a fourth one now. Oh, miss me.
One shot, one kill.
Shadowless blade.
This is a single-player game. They meant gacha. This is a single-player game, but like this is still a gacha. They meant a real video game. I'm like, oh my god, Lily, this is a real video game. Yes and no. I don't consider this a real video game because I can hold on one button and get shit done. Also, it doesn't end ever. Unlike something like an MMO, which has like expansions that you can just buy and play at your leisure, the gacha marketing is literally designed to be like centered around pulling for different units. So the game gets dumbed down so the gambling aspects can shine, which I don't like personally. Don't hit me, you're from the defense force, a soldier from the people. You can't just go dishing out vigilante justice, can you? I need to get my hands dirty. I just need to leave you in a place where no one can find you and remove your protective gear. It'll be the corruption here that takes your life. Fine! I'll tell you everything. You're looking for that woman, right? The one wearing a military uniform like yours with that intriguing face. The others already restrained her. They took her that way. Is that so? Thank you for your cooperation. Trigger, don't shoot his helmet off. Trigger slams the butt of her gun against the enemy's left. The fake soldier wailing doesn't save him from being forcibly put to sleep. Sending him into a peaceful oblivion was an act of mercy. Trigger, you just killed a man!
That's Soldier 11?
Take out that sniper.
I won't let you take her.
Do you play any gachas on your time off stream? Nope.
Yeah.
Any video game that I play off stream is usually something that I'm not able to stream or side content for a game that I am currently streaming that I don't want to do live.
Adjusting for wind.
Speaking of which, guys, it's very likely that I'm not going to keep streaming Tales of Graces. It's at a point in the story where, like, I'm not super engaged, and I feel like if I try and stream it, I'm going to get way too distracted by chat and not pay attention, so it's better if I just do it on my own.
Supporting position. Recalibrating.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna finish it on my own. Like, I don't see a ton of engagement from the stream either, so... I do definitely want to finish it because I do like it, but I feel like it's better if I just do it on my own. Are you gonna replace it with Monster Hunter then? Probably, yeah. Skulls for the skull throw, and blood for the blood god! This is time for myself.
Recalibrating.
I don't consider streaming working. I'm dicking around. I just happen to be, you know, enjoying my hobby with an audience. It was a good meme, but the story's generic as it can be. Yeah, a little bit. I didn't see, like, a lot of people getting really engaging with it. So it's better if I just play it on my own. Have you streamed a Monster Hunter game before? No.
With the wind.
Never, actually. It's gonna be my first Monster Hunter game ever. But I don't know if I'm gonna do a little character review one before we jump into the game. Probably.
The cold is silent.
Time to pin them down. Show no
I'm
mercy.
unstoppable.
Yarby!
Supporting
My
position.
blade is already sheathed.
I never finished the game because I could just not get into the story.
Soldier 11! No, damn it. You should have been no match for her.
She's
What did you
alive,
do?
isn't she? Or not.
The blind sniper. So you actually can see.
Release her, or else you'll have my bullets to answer to.
Can she see? Oh, her mask is red.
Beyond
She's
help,
Emgy.
Sniper. There's no stopping Silver's revival.
Just as Trigger fires a shot, the enemy vanishes into a fissure with Soldier 11 in his arms. No! More enemies begin closing in, and by the time Trigger finishes dealing with them, the fissure has already closed.
Damn you. Silver's revival. What did he mean by that?
It's me. Sorry, could you help me relay a message to the captain when you have the time? Soldier 11 and I will both be using up all of our leave, starting today. Are you going on vacation together? Without me? I'm already racking my brain trying to figure out what I did to upset you. You know it's not like that. I know. Soldier 11, haven't you found her yet? Yeah, please don't tell the captain about this just yet. She's already got enough on her plate. Are you sure you don't need my help? I appreciate the offer, but it won't be necessary. I don't want to kick off the Hornet's Nest. After all, Soldier 11's recent frequent and redeployments are also on orders from the higher-ups. Then am I to kick the Hornet's Nest? I want to be the Hornet's Nest. That way you'll think of me whenever you talk about hornets. Why would I ever talk about hornets? Never mind. There's something else, too. What? There's more? I want to know. What does Silver's revival mean? Sounds like a new Astra Yao album. You're so sleep-deprived that you've lost your sense of humor. Silver's revival or whatever, want me to ask about it on the intranet? You're the best. Call me as soon as you have something. I always miss hearing your sweet voice. Which lesbian is this? Aw, stop it, you. Save your sweet talk for someone who actually needs it. Now, Soldier Trigger, I ordered you to go and get some rest. Go eepy. According to her reply, she's already reached out to the informant through the intranet. The contact information, a young woman on 6th Street holding a fried chicken burger. Oh, I mean, Anby! A young woman holding a fried chicken burger. I hope I can recognize the smell of a fried chicken burger. All right, she can't see! I hope I can recognize the smell. She can't see the burger. Yeah. Yeah, without battle pose, she's a bit easier to see. Honestly, like, now that she's not holding the gun, I do like her design quite a bit. Although, I will say, half of your top is missing. I will tell you this. Have you guys ever worn a strap of anything on bare skin? Chafing. Chafing. She's gonna get under boob blisters. Trigger. Under boob blisters, chat. Like, underneath that vest, tit out. Titty out. Not even in a sexy way, just in a, like, you're gonna get boob chafing. But other than that, the design is really solid. I do like it. It's a fun take on a military thing. There's a lot of really cool elements in, like, her hair and around her neck. It's fun, it's stylish, it's very Zenless. I do think this one fits the OG Zenless vibe. Like, if you put her next to Anby, they fit, you know? They're cohesive. They have the same simple, big shapes and elements, with some details thrown in here and there. Like, they do look like they fit in the same space. She's blind and she hasn't found that her outfit has zippers. She probably can't see them. She is actually very tall and she has
Hello.
flats.
Is it you? The one who contacted me on internet.
Yep.
Hiya, Anby.
Oh, the burger. Sorry, I was starving, so I already finished it.
Baby
Thanks for
girl.
coming to meet me. Long story short, we need to stop Silver
Baby
from coming
girl.
back. By the way, what was your name again?
Thanks so much for the
I haven't
follow.
introduced myself. I'm still unsure if I can trust you.
Oh,
Don't take it personally. I'm always cautious with people I've just met, especially someone from Internaut who claims to have intel without any solid proof. But I have to admit, you do seem kind of
Pink!
familiar. Even though I can't see your face, you somehow remind me of a
What do I
friend.
feel like if you take off her mask?
Friend
Her
who's
eyes
in
are super
danger.
fucky.
they've taken her, haven't they?
Wait, how much do you actually know?
A lot.
I'm just as clueless as you about
Girl
what's
without
happening.
burger.
But you might have heard of me. I'm Anby, the former captain of Silver Company.
So, you're...
Yeah, that's me. I'm the one who died in Soldier 11's place. So you should get why I feel responsible for her.
Oh, that's
Would you
why she
understand
works
if I
with the
say
cunning
I'm
hairs.
Still not completely convinced.
No worries. I've dealt with even more skeptical people before. Trust isn't gained on words alone. So how about we meet inside the hollow?
Inside the hollow.
I'm not the best with words. Showing you through my actions might be more convincing.
Anby
You
is the
just need
sweetest
to see me
thing.
in battle.
Anby is genuinely the sweetest thing. I love her. But you're that Anby. Sorry, I can't trust you yet. Then it looks like I must earn your trust. Let's meet in the hollow. Once you've seen my combat skills, you'll understand what I mean. Alright, it's a deal. Let's head back and prepare. You need to see me in battle. Anby, not the best, says that she can't see. She can't see anything. Anby. Oh, she's so cute. Oh yeah, the Cunning Hares characters keep getting development. Anby, you still haven't gotten back to the Cunning Hares? Have I imposed too much? Sorry, I'll help out around the shop. Actually, please don't. Every time you sort out videotapes, 18 has to go through and relabel them. Anby! Are you and Nicole having a fight? No, I would never fight with Nicole. I love Nicole. It's just, I got caught up in a sticky situation, and I don't want to drag the Cunning Hares into it. Oh, I see how it is. So dragging us into it is okay, just not them? Belle! That's not what I meant. I'll help out around the store, and I'll bring you burgers, too. Anby. What? You can stay here as long as you want. If you need help, we'll always be there for you. I understand. Thank you. I love Anby. Because unlike Nicole, that's just out for her own benefit and will literally just fucking give Wise a run for her money, Anby does care, and she's like, I'll help out! I'd like to rest for a bit now. I have an appointment later that I need to keep. Get some rest. If Nicole comes knocking, I can stall her for a bit, but I can't keep it from her forever, you know. A short while later. Anby, are you going out? Yeah. Is there anything you'd like me to bring back? Juice, burgers, milk, burgers, or anything? Anby! I might pass by a store on the way back from the hollow. Off to the hollows again, just like that? I made an agreement with someone. Rest assured I've already prepared the carrot. I don't need to bother you this time, Proxy. We don't need milk or burgers. We just want you to return safe and sound. They love her. Don't worry, I will. In that case, I'll be off. She's genuinely the cutest thing. Let's go, baby! I still like this outfit better, and I wish I could use it for this agent story, but the game is probably not gonna let me. Is your stomach growling, or is that the creature I'm hearing? It's the creature! You're very punctual. Back then, I used to make soldiers who were late do push-ups. Soldier 11 is the same. As long as I've known her, she's never missed an appointment, nor has she ever been out of contact. We'll find her, Trigger. Can I call you Trigger? Please do. I don't have any nicer sounding names. This time, leave the fighting to me. All you need to do is carefully observe my movements. She can't observe you! She's blind! Don't worry, I'll cover you when I deem it necessary.
Let me take a good look at your movements.
Creature's fine, she's just eepy.
Yeah, recalibrating.
Is this a Nika collab? Nope. Trigger just happens to look like a Nika unit. Her outfit is a little bit on the sexier side than what I'm used to seeing from Zenless, but it's not super egregious.
Unfortunately, the enemy is too weak. I won't be able to show you my full combat abilities.
I love you, Anby. Never change. Are you still gonna play Yakuza on Tuesdays and Fridays? Yep.
Say something like that.
They can get away with more using pants. I do like the pants. I think they look good.
I see now. There's no mistaking it. You really are that Anby. A person's fighting style is a raw response in life and death situations. It can't be easily faked like a resume or some other physical token. You and Soldier 11, the way you fight and use ether, it's nearly identical. Incredible. You're...
Burger clones!
We're sisters. Assuming that sisters means replicas from the same blueprint, that is.
Same diff! Burger clones!
So the rumors circulating in the military about Silver Company, they're really true?
How much have you heard?
Only that Silver Company no longer exists. But biologically creating soldiers in
They
mass
were literally
quantities.
making test tube babies to fight with. Holy shit.
From what I know, besides intelligent constructs, everyone is born biologically. Delivered by storks, so they say.
Test tubes!
So, making one isn't much different from making 100.
Was that supposed to be a joke?
I'm pretty sure she's dead serious, Trigger.
Yeah, my jokes never really hit the mark.
I love her.
Sorry about that.
No, I'm the one who should be saying sorry. I was just astonished.
I bet every clone gets
I
obsessed
never
with
thought
different
the
food.
military had this
Yeah!
level of technology.
I mean, Soldier 11 likes noodles.
If they could mass produce soldiers, then why would they still...
I understand. If they could use replicas as cannon fodder, then why still risk human lives? That's what you're thinking, right?
Because an actual human does need to be born to make a clone. They're not synthetic.
I was trying to say it in a more diplomatic way.
It's okay. I won't take offense. Not over this. They'd probably say the reason is because replicas are simply too expensive. While a Silver Company soldier could change the game, it costs nearly as much as training a top-tier general and paying their fees and pension for their family.
This is a different side to Anby that I actually do like. I like hearing about her past a little bit because while I do love silly Borger Girl, it's nice to know what her actual deal is.
The real cost isn't in creating the mind or body, but in replicating the subject's unique physical abilities. Mental
Literally just
aptitude, and
expensive.
reflexes.
Expensive test tube baby.
And what's even more costly is that, for reasons that were not fully understood when the research was halted, these unique qualities couldn't be fully replicated.
We love
in
to know
mass
someone's damaged.
production.
Oh my god, we really do. Oh my god, puppy, wake up. You're being so noisy. Sweetie. Puppies. She's being super loud, chat. Hold on, I need the squeaky hammer. Oh, she's gonna get so mad at me. Puppies. You're being noisy. I might have to relocate her to like the top of the couch because she's being so noisy. Hold on. Snore ASMR. No, I don't like it because it's distracting. Cream chair. Cream chair, could you not? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna move her bed. Cream Tear was not pleased, but I have relocated her bed away from the microphone. It's like, it's really cozy under the desk right now because I have a partition up for my little office space because my grandpa's here. So with the little baby space heater that I have and her bed is under my desk and like it's like dark and cozy because of the partition, she just fucking snoozes all night down there. And normally I think it's the cutest thing ever, but she's being loud and I need the noise to stop so I can stream. Did you bonk the bumper? No, I bonked the table. We assure you that no animals were harmed during the making of the stream. Oh, no, not at all. My squeaky hammer, which is actually hubby's squeaky hammer, I only really use it to make noise if I need her to, like, wake up. The next thing you're gonna get is a gong. Oh my god, we have to get there, full orchestra, but, like, the squeaky hammer is actually hubby's.
As for the inferior ones, they were deemed as disposable.
Anby, that's not what I meant.
Yeah, I'm sure you didn't. But there's always someone who does mean that. There's always someone with an agenda, trying to use us. Maybe that's why Silver Company fell. I won't forgive those people. Any of them. However, the downfall itself isn't entirely a bad thing. With Silver Company gone, their evil technology was lost with it.
But they're trying to bring it back.
Or so I thought. Until now.
Silver's revival. So you're saying someone has resurrected that technology? Soldier 11's abduction seems linked to this.
Yeah, they want to use her to make more test tube babies.
Your theory has some merit, but as far as I know, all the data from that time was erased. Could it be the Defense Force? Hold on. Something doesn't add up.
I volunteer to create those babbies. No!
What are you thinking about?
If they truly wanted to secretly revive this technology, they wouldn't need to take Soldier 11 at all. I know my squad mate. All it would take is an order from up top, and she'd put herself on the operating table without
Oh god, we're not dissecting Anby's.
Really? So, that's how she is now.
She's the model example of a loyal soldier. Isn't that how you remember Soldier 11?
No, I never knew a Soldier 11 in the past. Only...
How could this be happening? There shouldn't be so many ethereals here.
I recognize this formation. We once used it to battle ethereals.
I think they're gonna release a 5-star Billy in the future. Call me when we have a 5-star Nicole. I want the 5-star pink thing. I want her to be like, hella money, Nicole. The bags are fatter and the wallet is fodder too. Hell yeah. But that's probably not gonna happen for a hot minute. I am hopeful though, because if they made this Anby like an S tier rank, then maybe we can have a Nicole that's an S rank too.
What?
S rank EOs win. Oh my god, give it to me.
It's another legacy of Silver Company. Back then, we had a brilliant sister who excelled in strategy over combat.
Wasn't Nicole originally supposed to be an S rank? It's really funny because when I first saw the character, I assumed she was like an S rank agent. Because she looks like one, right? But nope. 4 stars.
Let's handle this. The person we're after must be behind it. TWCA Type 3.
Is that the name of that formation?
5-star Nicole is her paying the bills. Eh, BB. That's how good the designs on this game are. 4 stars looks like 5 stars. Except I don't like the new Anby. It's a downgrade to this design. This one has so much personality.
Get behind me.
It's so bombastic and so fun. And like the new one is just like cophalloweencostume.com.org. I don't know how a design got busier and at the same time lost what it wanted to say. Like, it has more detail than this one, but at the same time, it doesn't look nearly as striking as this one. That's how important being able to use, you know, shapes is to character design, chat. If you put a lot of tiny little baby details in the outfit to make it look more complex, that's fine. But you have to keep the bigger stuff in mind, too, because what they did was they muted her silhouette without meaning to.
The melody of combat.
Trigger looks very Zenless because Trigger has a lot of the elements that I associate personally with like the Zenless character design. which is for the most part what Kuma's doing. It's a lot of very bright colors, simple big shapes,
Evasive formation.
ridiculously
Dodge.
big elements like the big trigger around her neck, giant gun, big blindfold, big hair clips. It's a character design that, while it does have its busy elements,
Quick shot.
you can squint and more or less make out what the silhouette is very easily. With the newer ones, at least with Anby, I can't do that. With Anby, I couldn't do that. With Astra, I couldn't do that. With Evelyn, I almost couldn't do that.
You're in my sight.
But with Trigger, I could. Vivian, I can make out her elements. Vivian's design is fire, and it would be super fire if it wasn't for the fact that she has, like, armpit holes for no good reason.
Anby, what is that?
That's the old
That kind of tracks thematically, though. 5-star Andy Soldier's less personality, also the cloning thing. I don't mean it in a narrative sense. I mean it in a character design sense, that the design lacks punch. You can make a character design lack individuality, make it more of a uniform thing, and still give it a lot of punch. They took away punch. Inside a lab tucked away in a building somewhere. Ooh, I like this one!
As expected of Captain, her skills, they're still as sharp as ever.
This one I like. When's this one playable? When's Ebo Anby with the eye patch playable? I want this one. Like, already I can tell you that this one isn't, like, is a little bit more, playing with shapes a little bit more. It's still simple, mind you, but it looks really nice. But now that I'm looking at it, I think it is the soldier, the 5-star outfit, just with some different detailing on the top. I think so. The sleeves are the same. And she has, like, the gloves, too. I need to look at the bottom, but so far, the top part of it, the shirt, looks different. I like it more like this.
Truly remarkable. I feel honored just being her defect. Silver Squad can't be without its captain.
Yeah, the chest area is the main difference.
Ouch. Give me some meds, eh?
These are all Ambys!
You're the worst of any defect! I know you can't talk, but is there something wrong with your nerves, too? Be gentle!
These are the Anby clones that were defective.
Seriously, I have fewer and fewer parts of my original body, and yet I feel more and more pain. I'm curious why that is.
This is evil Anby. The eye patch is a great touch, I like it. But if your shirt was broken like that, your titty would be out. Or almost out.
But you wouldn't understand such a complex question, would you? Because you're
Hi.
an idiot. Enough. Stop making that miserable noise. Now, about our
Anby being mean to
subject.
Anby.
She's still alive, right? There you are. So, they call you Soldier 11 now, right? What a hideous name. But looking at you now, you do have a pretty face.
They have the same face.
And pitiful. This face is the only thing we have left in common.
Real necessary shot. I actually don't mind this shot because they have shorts and, like, the shirt isn't, like, spread out to show her entire asshole. They just wanted to make a dynamic shot, I think. And it looks pretty good.
Aside from that, I'm nothing like you. I've lost all my limbs. I'm no longer
Oh,
a
those are
complete
prosthetics.
member of Silver Squad. And I need a complete body for the experiment.
Hi, thanks so much for the raid.
Which is why I need you. What? You're asking me what happened? But you should know what happened that day.
I like her voice.
It was the day you weren't there. Captain Anby traded herself for you. Even with her incredible strength, she could only save one of us. But why did it have to be you?
Oh.
Why not me? Why not Twiggy? Tell me why!
Because she believed in the Borgor.
They were all dead. Heaps and heaps of corpses crushing me. When they found me, my limbs were severely corrupted.
Okay, so like you can be corrupted in specific body types, parts, and still be saved. Trigger almost lost her eyes,
I used
right?
to be a soldier, ready to defend this city. But that day, I was... Hey, what do you think you're doing? You startled me. All right, fine. You're just here to remind me, right? They're here to pick up today's shipment.
Yeah, her eyes got corrupted. I wish I could see them.
I'll go handle it. After that, I'll come back and tell you the rest of today's story.
Meanwhile, outside the lab, Anby and Trigger press their ears against the frosty steel door, listening closely for any sounds inside.
It seems Soldier 11 is being held captive here. So what's the plan?
The plan?
No plan, only Borgor.
Shh. Let's discuss it over there.
Anby, what's the current plan? It's very simple. I don't even need a map to explain it. Infiltrate the place and rescue Soldier 11. Boom, done. Simple, beautiful, I love it. Go on, I'm listening. That's it. That's the plan. That's it. That's the whole plan. Yep. Please provide support from outside. Okay. This is something I have to settle alone. If anyone can do it, it's me. Is this how Silver Squad always operates? I'm the captain, and that's how it's always been done. However, back then, there was usually a backup plan. Twiggy was always in charge of backup plans. Twiggy, if I'm not mistaken, she's the enemy we're facing now, right? I don't know why she's become like this. Her backup plans, what's her style? First, feign weakness, before turning the tables with unorthodox tactics. For her, no cost is too great to regain the upper hand. That does sound like a proper backup plan. After all, it is a plan that would only be utilized when every other option has been exhausted. I'll keep in contact with you through the headset. Don't try to be a hero, Anby. If anything happens to you, you won't be able to save Soldier 11 on your own, right? I understand, and I'll be careful. I was going to try to be supportive, but since you don't need it, never mind then.
This place is cold.
Well, yeah.
I sense the frigid air from outside. It carries a strange scent.
The plan is having big balls and going in. The plan is holding up your tits like a big girl and just going. They're very, very similar.
Someone's entering. Are you hidden?
Don't worry. It's dark here, and the machines are pretty noisy. They won't detect me.
Soldier 11, wakey wakey. That's odd. I know I've taken quite a few samples from you and injected some meds, but you'll tough it out, won't you?
The plan is fuck it, we ball. BB.
Do you enjoy being pampered? Because you're the youngest sister? Oh, that won't do. Get up and play with me. Good. That's my girl. Now, let's continue our
She's crazy,
story.
I like it. I like this one.
Ah, yes. About how some kind scavengers found me without limbs. Such kind-hearted folks. They sold me.
Oh, no.
And unfortunately, my ignorant new owner couldn't see any use for a limbless worm.
So I'm guessing that
me.
the arms she has right
So
now
I
are
sold off
completely
again.
prosthetic.
I was treated like merchandise on the black market. Sold alongside gangster stuff and modded bamboo.
There's slavery? Yep.
That's when I realized we Silver Company soldiers weren't any different from bamboo. Just made of flesh and blood.
I believe there's massive
The
red
only
flags, but I'm gonna
real
choose to be like Trigger and be blind to it. BB.
We feel more pain. And that's when I met her. She bought me as a trophy girl. Cut
Oh.
me open and operated on me, checking my internal organs by
Oh,
hand.
this is pretty dark for Zenless. I'm surprised MiHoYo has the balls for
You know
this.
that, right? So it hurt.
Jesus.
It hurt like hell. Then, out of the blue, she smiled at me. Looking back now, I think she must have noticed something unusual about my body.
Goodness.
She told me that she was once a military doctor, but was discharged, and now worked as a rogue
This,
doctor.
wait, doesn't this chick
She
kind of
was
look familiar?
with everything about Silver
The doctor,
Company,
I mean.
and was willing to help me.
Doesn't she kind of resemble the chick that betrayed Perlman? What was her name? Sarah? A little bit. She looks like Sarah. Yeah, she does a bit.
So, I underwent surgery and received mechanical prosthetics. Nothing too fancy.
I don't think it's Sarah, but there is a
I'll use them for
resemblance.
combat, but they serve their purpose, helping me stand and do calculations. My true value lies in my memory. You see, my brain is the only thing that has remained intact.
I hope that, like, Anby can help her feel better, at least. Because, like, Anby didn't know anybody else survived. She would have tried to save her if she could have, I think.
Thus, I remember everything. I remember our home and the time spent with our sisters. I remember that as long as we fought alongside our captain, we were considered the most powerful fighting force. I remember assisting in their research and using my own.
So does that mean that if
two
someone
hands
tries to, like,
welcome
knock out
new
Anby with
sisters
drugs, that
into
shit
this
straight up does
world?
not work? She just fucking looks you dead in the ass and then bonks you.
That rogue doctor used her connections to get me some incomplete research data. Using my fragmented memories combined with that data.
Being immune to anesthesia must
was
suck
able to
big
piece
dick,
things
yeah.
And now, I've nearly revived the technology of Silver Company.
You kind of need to conquer over the head if you want to knock her out, but, like, the thing that anesthesia does is it helps you not, like, you don't feel anything and you don't remember anything. That's what it does.
Fortunately, I've remembered. I've survived and can recall our past. And now, reforming Silver Squad is my mission. Because this is my home. Our home.
God, I feel so bad for her.
So, do you like my plan?
Anby, did you just come out and be like, sup?
When did you notice me?
God, I can't get over how, like, fun it is that they all look the same.
My little puppy spotted you a while ago, and I instructed her to raise the alarm. You know, Captain, I'm actually glad you're here. I've been thinking that we need to talk.
Give her back, and then we'll talk.
If you want her, come get her yourself.
I think this is the darkest I've ever seen a Zenless story get, and I'm all for it.
Say no
More,
more.
give me more
I've
of
got it.
this.
Target locked.
Hey?
Fire support ready.
I do. It's not just the darkness, it's the fact that the writing is pretty intriguing. It's something I like about Zenless is that, like, they tend to get a bit more experimental with their narratives. And again, it's funny because when I first started playing this game, I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna care about the writing because usually the writing is, like, one of the weakest things in MiHoYo games. But in this case, they've made the story so, like, short and simple and easy to understand that I've enjoyed them very much.
Target confirmed. Good.
Time to pin them down.
Thanks so much for the follow. They're still simple stories that are easy to follow and not a fucking salad. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't get word salady
I'll pierce right through.
like Star Rail, and there isn't like a Paimon repeating everything at in your ear like in Genshin. So
Recalibrating.
it's in general easier to follow and more fun.
Yeah.
It's funny because no one cares about Star Rail's story anymore. I mean, I don't blame them. It's really
That's the
word
Captain
salady.
Anby I know. Cleaning your knives with the filthy blood of this scum suits you.
Twiggy, I like you.
Don't give me that, idiot. Now you're worried about whose side I'm on? Our side, of course. I created you so you never saw Captain Anby in her prime. After everything
She said,
I've
"Come
been
chat."
through, I thought I would have forgotten. But I still remember. So, have you ditched the uniform, Captain?
Yes, she looks much better in the green. The uniform you guys are wearing is cute, Twiggy, but it still has stupid holes in the armpits that are not necessary.
Twiggy.
I will say, though, by removing 50% of the chest details on this outfit, it does already look better. Like, weird cutouts aside, if you get rid of, like, all the stupid detailing on the chest, it looks leagues better.
I'd keep it as pajamas if I were you. It's nice to reminisce about the days of glory and agony, isn't it?
I never knew you were still alive, Twiggy.
Yeah, don't get mad at her. She didn't know.
Yeah, I was always the worst at fighting, but I survived. It's only natural for you not to expect that.
What, you don't have armpit cutouts too? No.
You're not
Maybe
as
she has
terrible a
bad
fighter
BO.
as you think. Your sharp mind makes up for it.
Yes, you said something similar before. I'll never forget that.
Unethical
You
armpit
persuaded
holes.
them to
Oh!
keep me, and you encouraged me to acknowledge my true value. You're right.
This is cool, though, because this is actually one of those agent stories where Wise and Bell are not nearly that involved. Like, you see them in passing and shit, but nothing is, like, big as the main stories.
Not me. I'm valuable. Precious, even. There's always someone who sees value in me. Just like you did.
Thanks so much for the follow.
Sometimes I wonder if I were just an ordinary citizen in New Eridu and not part of Silver Squad, maybe I could have become.
I do like the vocal
researcher
distortion for
at the
Twiggy. I think
White
it's cool,
Star
yeah.
Institute, studying deep topics like 3 forms of etheric manifestation in specific hollows. Sure, I might be sharp, but there are different kinds of smart. Growing up in Silver Squad, I had no street smarts.
It's like she has different sets of vocal cords. She did mention that a lot of her body is damaged.
Seeing through lies and striving for a better life with limited resources.
Is that why Girl A doesn't talk? Maybe she took her vocal cords.
These I had to learn the hard way, year after year.
You've been through a lot. Is that why you're doing this now?
Yes, Amby. Bring her a burger. She'll feel better with burger.
I don't need a reason. At least not one to convince you. The only person I've needed to convince is my backer.
Ma'am, please don't be yandere. Have burger instead. Yeah, Amby would solve this problem by being like, ¿Quieres?
You know better than anyone. Silver Company was an evil undertaking. That technology should never resurface.
Evil? Are you suggesting that
I'm surprised they showed censored mutilation in this game. You know what? I'm all for it. Like,
evil?
I'm happy to see MiHoYo exploring some darker themes a little bit more openly.
We are evil incarnate.
Oh my god, Amby.
So, we should all just be destroyed?
No.
But we should not continue in our evil.
Listen to Amby, get burger.
Oh, I see. That's very enlightening, Captain.
Yeah, what if Twiggy likes tacos?
We should be eating burgers.
Yes, we
watching
should!
Movies, working a job, and going
Yeah,
on
we should!
dates. Instead of being maimed, sold, tortured, and struggling to survive.
I feel so bad for her. I feel so bad for her. Twiggy. I hope that, like, she can be saved and eventually become a unit, but the way this is looking, she's probably not gonna make it.
You know I care for you, Captain Anby. Whatever you do,
Yeah,
I
poor
won't hold it
Twiggy.
against you.
Twiggy's deadass just like a
But
victim of a
that
very, very
doesn't
bad
mean
situation.
You can stand here and say these things so lightly to my face.
You know where I am. don't you?
Of course she knows.
You know where I live, what burgers I like,
Fried
what
chicken
movies I
burgers.
watch, and who I spend time with.
Oh yes, the great-haired Twinkie and the pink thing that is your girlfriend. Well, expendable clones was definitely morally bankrupt, but some of the tech could be used for people who can't have kids of their own. Yeah, like, there is some stuff that, like, through the cloning stuff could have benefits, but, like, it's a huge ethical debacle.
Since you know, you're welcome to visit
Anby-
me anytime, Twiggy.
Oh god, she's so precious. If Nicole saw her, she would be like, 2 Ambys!
I'm your captain. I'll personally deliver the punishment you deserve.
Spank her on the boob and then
Seek
give her a
redemption
burger.
with you
Anby.
together.
Captain.
We can still make things right before you make a greater mistake.
3 Ambys! Yeah.
Fortunately, I found you before things got any worse. I have so much to tell you.
Double
but
girlfriend.
Maybe another time. For now, we should...
The conversation is interrupted. Amby's starting to see a body tossed in front of her. It's Soldier 11. She's pale, but there are still signs of life in her, and she's breathing faintly.
All right, I'm returning your favorite girl. Now we're even, Anby.
Why did you just yeet a woman at me?
Twiggy?
I said we're even. From now on, you can stop acting like a captain and save this foolish talk.
Louis kicks the limp Soldier 11 on the ground, and Anby quickly lifts her up and hands her to Trigger.
Soldier 11! Wake up, Soldier 11! Anby, she doesn't look good. We need to get out of this hollow ASAP.
Every Anby has a unique fast food programmed into their DNA. Yeah, like, Soldier 11 likes noodles, Anby likes burger.
I see how it is. Twiggy, I'll be back.
Oh,
I won't just
hi,
abandon
Anby.
you.
Te la comes. She's so cute.
You sicken me. Like I said, just save the foolish talk. I can't stand to hear that kind of
Poor
mush from someone
baby.
who looks exactly like me.
It's not mush. And I hope you'll get used to it.
Anby's literally gonna bring this girl a burger a day until she forgive. Until you forgive her burger, kiddies.
Let's go, Trigger.
He stands and watches as Anby leaves.
Hey, go contact you-know-who.
Just text them.
Ugh, cut the crap!
Ah!
You think I don't realize I shouldn't cut the middleman and contact the client directly? But look at the mess we're in. The jump
She just
shot won't
swore.
fix this. Our best shot is exploiting Anby's inner weakness. She's let go of her most lethal weapon.
No, she still has it. It's just giant box cutters instead of, you know, big
Now
swords.
she's like a hired gun with a family to feed, focused on surviving to get the paycheck.
Look, let the girl get her chicken sandwich, Twiggy.
I can handle her if we exploit that. But I need to keep everything in check, or else...
Her vocal cords would not let her vocalize that curse word. It has a filter.
You've been diligent, little Twiggy.
Stop calling me that.
As you know, your research is crucial. You're just like me. We're here to foster hope. Our work is the only cause worth fighting for in this world. Of course, I understand. Sometimes, when hope is scarce, certain issues can only be resolved.
Built-in censorship probably sucks. I would probably get censored every 2 words. BB.
The stuff I mentioned last time is ready. Send some of your people to retrieve it.
Oh yeah, I thought this voice was familiar. Is this Hartman?
Eridu tech, so use it carefully.
Yeah, this is Hartman, I think. This is the one of the rich people at the auction. Anby, are you okay? It's fine. I understand if you don't feel like talking right now. How is Soldier 11's condition? The answer will only make you feel worse. She still hasn't regained consciousness. As you request, I left her at random play video store. The kind siblings working there are taking care of her as we speak. Oh my god, did you get Wise and Belle to fucking feed her noodles while she's like fucking half conscious? Anby. It's been so long, but the shop has barely changed. Ah, now's not the time to be talking about that. You must be anxious to see her. Come with me. Anby, you're back. Looks like whatever you got mixed up in this time was pretty serious. Anything you want to know? Soldier 11, how's her condition? Stable, that's all I can say. Her body temperature, heart rate, and pulse are all remaining stable. Honestly, given her current state, that's actually quite abnormal. Moreover, she has not regained consciousness. Would you like to see her? She's on the couch, baby. Anby approaches Soldier 11 and softly calls out a name. Looks like it didn't work. Anby lowers her hand sadly and prepares to leave. She's alive!
What is this place?
She's good! She's fine.
And who am I?
You're awake, Harin.
Oh, that's her real name.
Great, you're awake. I've been worried about you, Soldier 11.
Soldier 11? Is that my name? It sounds odd.
Oh,
and
we
could
got
easily get
amnesia.
confused with another number like Soldier 161051. Only a fool would call herself that.
You are that fool. Congratulations.
I can see you're doing much better now, but I won't let you talk about yourself like that.
Her memories seem jumbled. The injuries might be more serious than they appear. When a Silver Company replica is severely wounded, their memories are often the first thing to fail. Even me, all those years ago, there was a time when I couldn't remember
Oh,
anything.
right. That's when Nicole helped her out, I think.
Is that so? Then what about your combat skills? Were they
Soldier 11, who
affected?
came up with this cringe name? Which edgelord did this? It was you.
Would the defense force abandon her if she couldn't fight anymore? Well, I know we wouldn't do that.
Belle.
Proxy.
Yeah. Having one more mouth to feed won't hurt.
They're so
It's
sweet.
nothing compared to our monthly electricity bill.
That's Fairy's fault, though.
Plus, our little black cat needs another playmate. He's already getting bored of us.
You know how short-handed we are, right, Charon? Oops. I mean Trigger.
Charon?
Wait,
Hugo trying to be funny again.
wait.
Guess that's your unique charm, manager.
Hold
Jokes
on.
aside, I can't vouch for the defense force.
Hold
but
on.
I can promise that Obel Squad won't abandon her.
Why do you know her real name and why is she blushing? Wise? Wise, explain? Wise? Don't worry about it. Wise. Wise. That is not the reaction of someone that is just like a casual on a first name basis. Wise, what did you do? Her lenses are pink!
I see. Well, we know how resilient she is, so we're confident she'll bounce back.
It seems you and Soldier 11 go way back, Anby. Could you share more about her? And maybe how we can help her recover faster? We're here to help.
I love them.
Are you sure it won't be too much trouble for you?
Apparently Trigger met the proxies a long time ago, but we won't see it until her story comes out. Oh, I can't wait.
Don't worry. Nicole's caused a lot more trouble for us.
Always Nicole. The
Besides,
passive
Soldier
Nicole
11 is
mentioned
our friend,
every
too.
time.
I see. In that case, what she needs now is nothing too out of the ordinary.
A burger.
Warmth, comfort, safety, and relaxation. Also, some familiar faces, as well as her favorite foods.
She likes noodles and burger. Nicole is the center of the universe in this world. Pink things rule all, baby.
Ah, right. I should get her some burgers for an
Yeah,
energy
there you go,
boost.
burger.
I'll be right back. Not so fast, Anby. Burgers aren't exactly Soldier 11's favorite.
Yeah, you don't all like the same food. She's programmed for noodles.
Oh, they're not? What does she
11
like, then?
hates burgers.
It seems Trigger already left to get it.
You'll probably find her near Waterfall Soup. By the way, General Chop is concerned about Soldier 11 as well. Be sure to
Yeah,
let him know if she's
every
improving.
Silver Company unit has their favorite food. I think that 11 is noodles.
Yeah, don't worry. She's in good hands with us here.
Aww. That's so cute, though. Anby's world shattered. Yep.
got Soldier 11's favorite
Spicy noodles,
from that
that's her thing.
enthusiastic chef.
Did you ever do Ellen and Harmus's agent stories, or did you do them off stream?
Believe it or not, I actually haven't done them. I could probably make one stream for both of them because they're like an hour and a half each, I think. Thank you very much for the super chat.
I couldn't see if the noodles look spicy.
Oh, sweetie.
But just the steam from the chili peppers alone is making me cry.
Trigger.
So, spicy noodles is her thing. I had no idea.
Well, that's the Soldier 11 I know. She would come to 6th Street whenever she had free time. Maybe she feels more at home here than back in the
Thanks so much for the follow.
She rarely talked about anything other than training, combat, and promotions. But when she did, she'd usually mention super spicy noodles, the video store
11 is
owners,
really
the
sweet because,
arcade,
like, up
and
until now,
cats.
we didn't really know a ton about her, so all this info's nice.
Did she ever talk about me?
I don't think she knew she remembered you.
You might not like the answer. Soldier 11 has never brought you up, but she seems fixated on a certain betrayal.
That means you.
Apparently, someone very important to her that she admired greatly vanished without a trace, leaving her to deal with that awful situation by herself. The person left without
It's
so
very
much as an
likely that Soldier
explanation.
11 might get a different skin in the future
military,
as well. Not a new
such
eunuch, she's
actions are
already
seen
an
as
S rank, but
desertion.
a new skin.
And eventually, such deserters are marked as KIA by detached and indifferent officers. Does any of that ring a bell?
Yes, she dipped.
I have nothing to say. Even if she resents me, she has the right to do so.
That's pretty cold, even for me. May I suggest something?
What's that?
If you want to mend things with Soldier 11, don't say anything like that to her. Trust me, don't.
The little colored LEDs in her masks are such a great mood, like, they're such great, like, mood signifiers. I love them so much.
But that's the truth. I have no excuses for
Yeah,
that.
red means Amgi.
I lost my memory when I left the army.
It's
Once
like
it
your eyes, yeah,
returned,
but less,
I
more,
wanted to
way more
contact
subtle.
Soldier 11, so I asked Nicole to
Way,
check
way
on
more
her.
subtle. Mine are just dead-ass color changing.
Then I learned that she was doing well, that she had joined Obel Squad, and that she's an exemplary soldier who recently got promoted.
Would you like the mood LED lights on your body, Lily? Oh my god, yes. Have you seen Gotten Pulled Korea? I haven't pulled at all.
She had a new captain and new comrades, so I felt her troubled past in Silver Squad might only weigh her down.
I've always liked Anby, but this is making me like her more, yeah.
I had no reason to show up again.
So you pulled a deadbeat dad and dipped Anby.
Trigger,
What?
tell me, if you were me, you would have made the same call, right?
If I were you... Yes, I might have.
Also, nice little character detail on Trigger. The shape of, like, the front of her cape looks like a gun.
That's what I thought. So, even if she hates me, I deserve it.
But I'm not you, Anby. That's the point. If I were in your shoes, I would let Soldier 11 know she was never betrayed or abandoned. I'd let her know that her comrades would search to the ends of the earth for her. and
Her
that they'd
breastplate
never
looks like a
forget her.
grenade. Her breastplate that she's wearing, nothing underneath, by the way. There's nothing behind that. God, boob blister.
Trigger, you're really amazing.
That's all you have to say?
Yeah, I'm really impressed. It must be nice to have you as a comrade.
I'm not so sure about that. But we have more pressing matters to discuss now.
Anby went from funny girl to sad veteran. I know.
What are you planning to do next?
I'm heading back into the Hollow to put an end to everything with Twiggy.
We have to get Twiggy out of there and get her a burger.
That evil tech must never resurface again. But before that...
Probably a sports bra.
I want
Nope,
to
there's nothing
apologize
underneath
to
there.
Soldier 11.
Apologize? But given the current
There's
state of
nothing
her
underneath
memory,
there to imply that
she
she's
might
wearing a
not
bra
remember
or
it
anything. It's just
afterward.
pure boob.
That's the idea.
Wait, really?
Yeah, that's the best choice for my cowardly side.
Yeah, you can see skin, so it's not a sports bra.
Seems like it's really weighing on your mind. All
Making
right,
designer
if there's
babies
anything
isn't
I can
evil,
do,
but making
just
designer
say the
babies
word.
for combat is evil.
In that case, I need you to prove something to me.
Prove something? Like what?
I hope the underside of that armor is super soft. Imagine the smell. Ew. B.O. ill.
Prove that you can take good care of Soldier 11. That's the only way I can hand her over to her new comrades without worrying.
Yeah, ew.
Alleviating all your worries might not be a good thing either, but I understand. I'll prove that I can take care of her. Now then, let's head back. After all, we don't want to
yeah.
soggy noodles.
Glad
for
we're
our
all on the
patient.
same page. I'm glad we're all on the same page. I was terrified that chat was gonna be like, it's like, no, ew, sweat smells gross. I wonder how practical it is to just have nothing underneath your armor. Not practical at all. Look at Bill. Looks like I've been causing a lot of trouble for you. That's right. So we're billing it all on the Cunning Hares account. It's all for Nicole. Depends on who's sweat. No, all sweat smells bad. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something from spending time with you fucking humans. All sweat is stinky. People who are like, oh, this character's sweat must smell so good. You've never smelled a sweaty person before in your life and it shows. You've never been to a gym full of people and it shows. Or you unironically think that ladies just like sweats just smells like fucking roses. Let me fucking shatter some goddamn hentai dreams. It doesn't. It smells like sweat. It smells like shit. All sweat smells bad. You could be the most attractive woman on the planet with the fattest bags and the milkiest skin. And if you sweat, you're gonna stink because that's just what happens when humans fucking sweat. I have been to a gym restroom and I understood it. Yeah, exactly. If you think sweat smells good, you've consumed too much Rule 34. Go outside, touch some grass. Or better yet, go to a gym and learn what real sweat smells like for your own sanity. Because then when you're dating someone and you get frisky and things start getting sweaty and things don't smell like as like fucking roses, you're gonna be like, ew, and it's gonna show, all right? I can't smell sweat. You're lucky. It doesn't smell good. Go to an anime furry convention at the summer. Describe the taste. Did you need to fucking word it as, like, taste? Yes. Que vayan a la friki plaza. If you have big bash, you better wash them. Yeah, don't be a slut. Wash your butt. A+ wording. God, that got a gag out of me, chat. Jesus. But Lily, the stink does smell good for me. I live for it. Then you're a freak, but it's okay. We don't kink shame. But normally, to most people, sweat doesn't smell good. No. Oh? As of right now, I'm not Anby of the Cunning Hair but you walk, talk, and look like Anby of the Cunning Hair, so you must be Anby of the Cunning Hairs. Important. If you can smell yourself a little, everyone around you can smell you a lot. This is something I hate about Europe in general, because Mexican space doesn't have this problem. How come you guys' deodorants have like the strength of a fucking pimple? Deodorants in Mexico get shit done. You don't smell like anything. Deodorants here, you have to like, at least in the summer when it gets like really, really hot and humid, you have to reapply because otherwise it's like, I am going to get sweaty and it's gonna get stinky and I do not like it. Why is it that deodorants here in Europe like are just not effective? I don't like them. I do not like them. I literally bought myself a deodorant in Mexico because I was like, this thing is gonna get shit done. And it does. Whoa, how can we possibly keep teasing you when you're making a face like that? Jeez, look at you. You're absolutely exhausted. What you need most right now is some sleep. How about it? Want to sleep on my bed? It's really soft, you know. Belle, no gang out right now. She's traumatized, Belle. Well, maybe if she snuggled with Belle a little bit, she'd feel better. It's objectively very soft. Wise, no. Wise probably knows this because Belle never makes her bed, so he has to do it. And I also think it's best if you go get some rest now. Tomorrow. Worry about tomorrow's problems tomorrow. That's what we do when we receive that enormous electricity bill, anyway. Oh my god, Wise, that is not smart. Meow. Or maybe you're not ready to sleep just yet. If you'd rather watch a movie to relax, I don't mind keeping you company. Stop gaying out, Belle! Any new arrivals worth watching recently? Oh, that did the trick. Wow, I didn't think you'd actually be up for it. Still, I'm just glad you have the energy. After all, I won't be able to finish what's coming next if I don't pull myself together. Oh, what is it? Is it a fight? Belle. Pretty much. It's a date. A date? Good night. So, snuggling with me is basically therapy. Belle.com.org. I don't see Soldier 11 or Trigger in the store. Do you know where they went? Though they didn't tell me where they were headed, they're probably out on a date together, right? A date. Why didn't they take me along with them? Because you're left out! Why should they have to bring you along? Based on my experience, the optimal number of people for a date is no more than 2. Optimal experience, which means he's had a not optimal experience. Wise. Wise. I really like that Wise is like nerd riz. Trigger wants to prove to me that she can take care of Soldier 11. If I'm not present, how can she prove it to me? Maybe she just wants to go on a normal date and cheer Soldier 11 up. I like the implication that 11 and Trigger are, like, boning. Not to mention, Soldier 11 really is one tough cookie. Didn't she get seriously injured? Is it really okay for her to be running around outside like this? Being able to use all their energy to prioritize stabilizing vital signs, retaining maximum combat effectiveness, that is the most basic requirement of a qualified Silver Company soldier. Anby. What? You do know that someday you'll have to tell us the whole story, right? Whether you want to involve us or not, Belle and I are a part of this, and we have the right to know. Can I refuse? I know that once I tell you the whole truth, you two definitely won't leave me alone.
Probably Eve follow Astra and Wise on a date.
Yeah, basically. Just like a blockbuster movie, no matter how complete the original story is, they'll always find a way to make a terrible sequel. I just don't want to see that sequel. Now that's a hard metaphor to follow, but there are some really good sequels out there too. Shrek 2 would like a word, Anby. Yeah, and sometimes the second film is terrible, but the third one turns out to be surprisingly great. In the case of, like, Puss in Boots, the second movie was definitely better than the first one. We won't force you. We just hope that you know that you're never alone. Wise is right. Besides, isn't this exactly what friends are for? I remember the first time I met you, Anby. You were even more naive back then than where you are now. But even then, I already had a feeling that we would become partners and with a bond of trust. And share moments that could never be replaced together. She's so sweet. Belle, what a goblin. Yes, thanks for the reminder. Compared to who I was back then, I should have made some progress by now. Please help me contact Nicole and everyone at the Cunning Hares, you two. Whoa, is your runaway saga finally over? Mm-hmm. I have something I want to say to them before it all ends. Belle? Boom, called it, Wise. I told you Anby would contact the Cunning Hares today. Come on, time to cough up my 5,000 Denny's. They've been betting on it. You actually got it right, Belle. And there I was, thinking it was premature to just go ahead and contact Nicole and the others like that. So you two already contacted everyone at the Cunning Hares before I asked? Did they bet on it? Yeah, they did. Nope, that was all Belle. Nicole, Billy, and Nekomata should have arrived at 6th Street by now. That was... Belle was like, you know what? I know Nicole better than you. Therefore, fuck you. I'm making the call. Belle and I still have to open up at the shop. Do you mind if we don't go looking for them with you? I won't get lost. Thank you so much, really. I'm truly grateful. I love this so much because, like, Belle is such a fucking goblin. There she is! My pink thing queen! Hi, Nicole.
Nicole?
Well, look who decided to come back.
Of course she's offended.
I'm sorry for leaving without saying anything. You can punish me however you see fit, Nicole.
Spank her, no Borgor.
What's the use in punishing you? If anything, I'd prefer some compensation. So, how do you plan to make it up to me?
Borgor!
I'm waiting.
Nicole!
I'll give up my favorite burger.
I love Nicole because, like, she's consistently the best girl in this fucking game, and she's everywhere. There is never not a story where Nicole isn't involved somehow.
Hey, that's more like compensating General Chop than me.
That won't cut it, huh? Then I won't try to squeeze in between you and Nekomata when we watch movies.
Sweetie.
Come on. Nekomata's usually the one who's squeezing in between you and me.
I love lesbians
Show
on the
me
couch.
some sincerity here.
I see. Okay. I'll forfeit my paychecks from now on.
That's too much. Well, why is this going to feed her?
Oh?
Nicole, no!
Yes, and I'll persuade Billy to give up his pay too.
No, oh my god.
Good enough for you?
Anby, no. Oh my god, Billy too. Billy's catching strays. Why? Why is Billy catching stray? Anby!
Wait a sec. Are you trying to tarnish our reputation as an honest business?
No.
Forget it. You owe me big. I'll tell you what I need from you later.
You need to hold the bags up for her while she games.
Nicole.
I love them.
Fine. Forget it. Just spare me that pitiful look.
Nicole is genuinely one of the nicest people. She's like consistently best girl in Zenless by a fucking mile. Look at her.
Listen, Anby. It doesn't matter who you were or what mess you've gotten into. The cunning Hares doesn't need to be a burden to you.
Why,
We
Billy?
don't
Because it
need
needs
you
to catch
shield
some
us,
strays.
and we won't intrude when you need space. You're not the only one here with a troubled past. I just wish you'd trust me more. Otherwise,
Nicole with
I
that
feel
mom
like I'm a
energy,
total
she's
failure.
milfing it up hard.
Sorry. I won't try to justify what I did.
The end of the world is
shouldn't
somehow
have
gonna be
run off on
Nicole's
my
fault.
own.
Yeah!
Once this is over, I'll answer all your questions. No more hiding anything.
Wise, how did Nicole get her hands on the nuclear codes? From the robot war!
That's my good girl. You're a terrible liar, you know.
I know. By the way...
And then she'll fix it. Yeah.
I have a favor to ask you.
Oh, you finally need me?
Nicole just doesn't like to feel ignored because pink things desire attention.
Yeah. There's a woman who looks like me. She wears a Defense Force uniform and goggles. I think she should be pretty easy to spot. Can you help me locate her?
Piece of cake. On average, finding a cat takes us 3 hours, 14 minutes, and 8 seconds.
Why do you have an
Finding
average
a person
statistic
is
for
way
that?
Easier.
Nicole, why do you have an average statistic? Nicole.
I'll contact some of my sources. I'll let you know as soon as I get any information.
God love her. Look at that. Pink perfection. I love Nicole so much. Genuinely perfect. The perfect woman doesn't exist. Nicole. It's always Nicole. Billy! Anby, it's so good to finally see you. I was this close to mentally preparing myself to lose you. This close! I apologize for leaving without saying goodbye. I'm truly sorry. I won't let you lose me. Well, I'll do my best. How have you been lately? Nicole's been ranting about you every day. Actually, she's known that you've been crashing with the proxy this whole time. Of course she did. She just thought that busting in to take you away would defeat the purpose. So when you took the initiative to contact her, no matter how angry she seemed, deep down, she was probably really relieved. As for Nekomata, and don't be startled, she's been genuinely really worried about you. Nekomata was worried about me? You may not have been able to see it, but our little Nekomata has been quite restless indeed. Even though we know that proxies were taking care of you, we also know that you seem to be mixed up in something heavy. And she understands better than almost anyone how wrong the idea of just solving the problem with your own strength is. Just yesterday, Nekomata was muttering to herself, if only I had paid more attention to her. She cares about me? Of course she does. Yeah, she even has a gift for you. She said that she wants to give it to you once she sees you again. It's a fish. It's a dead fish. That's a gift. Or a dead rat. She has a gift for me? You look pretty shocked. To be honest, so am I. Really? I can't help but marvel at how amazing the friendships between girls can be. Sure. Friendships. Maybe I should watch a few more flicks about girl bands or something like that. Haha. Or a dead bird. Alright, right. When you see Nekomata, make sure you don't tell her I said any of that. Otherwise, she'll just definitely scratch up my paint job with her claws. Just like a ball of steel wool on a non-stick pan. Oh, I've had that happen to non-stick pans before. Don't do that. Anby, promise me. Please say that you'll promise me. Cat, 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 cat.
Who's there?
It's you!
I love her!
It's been a while. I bet it must have been nice not having me around for a bit.
Yeah, definitely. It was pretty nice to not have to compete for space to lay in Nicole's lap for a change.
Gay! Both of you!
Humans have 2 legs, so 2 people can lay on their lap. At least, that's what I heard in a movie once.
Anby!
That's our boring burger girl. You only sound cool when you're quoting movie lines.
Yeah, why did Billy not get any voice acting? What the hell?
More interesting. Nekomata has a special gift for you.
Please be a dead bird!
Here you go.
Aww, it looks like shit! A doll meticulously crafted by Nekomata, looking somewhat similar to Anby. Why is it top-heavy? To simulate how someone often dives headfirst into the hollow. Meow. Oh, it's so cute! You can actually... Ah! That's so cute! It is puntable.
Oh, a doll. Is it supposed to be me? With this rough stitching, I'm guessing you sewed it yourself?
Don't be mean to her.
This is too much, Nekomata. I can't accept this.
Chat, I love them. They're idiots.
Nah, stop being dramatic. I got a doll-making kit and was gonna make one that looks like Nicole.
Nicole gets all the bitches.
But it turned out super ugly. With a big head and tiny little body. It didn't look anything like Nicole. So I altered it a bit and...
It was originally Nicole. That explains why it was top-heavy. There you go.
Just like our Anby.
But I don't look like this.
No, it's exactly like you. It's like your little twin. Go on, take it. Keep it with you all the time. And don't let it out of your sight.
You want me to carry it and never let it out of my sight? Oh, wait, you didn't stash some sort of contraband inside it,
She did. There's weed in it.
PubSec to arrest me?
There's weed in it.
Just because I'm a street cat doesn't mean you should be prejudiced like that.
A billion weed.
There's no contraband in the doll. I swear on Nicole's lap.
Why are you guys so obsessed with... Okay.
All right, I'll trust you. Let me do something for you in return. How about some mackerel noodles?
Oh, Lady Nekomata appreciates your rare
She's dead
treat.
serious.
But not now.
Not now? But the noodle shop is close by.
Once things settle and you're safe,
I love
you can treat
them.
me to those mackerel noodles.
Lily, do you have eyes? Of course they worship those thighs. They get bit a lot. The doll somehow feels heavier in Anby's hands. Anby lowers her head as Nekomata grins. Anby, I just received some information. The person you're looking for is at Lumina Square. There was another woman beside her, and the two were walking towards the riverside. I see, Nicole. Thank you. Quick, tell me I'm the best. Nicole, you're the best! Good girl. Go have fun, and remember to come home afterwards! I love her. I love Nicole because she's like, quick, tell me I'm the best. Why are you guys on the playground? There she is.
So, here you are.
Good girl. God, I love gays.
Sorry, Anby. I snuck out with her.
Yeah, you guys were smooching. I get it.
Are you feeling okay?
Are you speaking to me? You seem familiar. Like I've seen you somewhere before.
Fat cat. Yeah, the fat cat
I
is right
can't
there.
quite remember.
I'm Anby. Does that name ring a bell?
No.
Nope.
I don't recall anyone named Anby. Sorry. Maybe we knew each other, but this person named Trigger told me that my memory's off right now. I'll get better. And maybe then
Oh, poor
I'll remember
thing.
something about you.
I see. Where did you and Trigger go today?
We tried some food called noodles. They were this amazing...
Yeah, Soldier 11 likes
fiery red
cats and
color.
noodles.
It was delicious. Then we pet some creatures called cats. They were different than I expected. Surprisingly soft.
Oh, if Nicole adopted Twiggy, no one's seeing Nicole again because Twiggy's hoarding that pink thing.
We went to an arcade, did some shopping, drank some tea milk, and even opened surprise boxes. Then, we went to a dim, noisy place and watched a movie. I think that's what they called it.
And then they made out.
During the movie, someone took advantage of the dark environment to attempt a theft. Fortunately, I still remembered some basic combat skills.
Thanks
so
so much for the
managed to
follow.
subdue the thief and
Yeah,
turn
Nicole's been
them
missing
over
for
to
69
public
days.
Security. The public security office isn't far from here. After we wrapped up there, Trigger suggested we watch the sunset by the river.
And then they
sure know
smooched.
how to plan a date, Trigger.
The video store manager taught me all this.
Oh my god,
I'm
Wise.
just a good
Wise.
student.
Wise. This is all Wise's fault. God damn it.
Anyway,
That nerd has Riz.
I think I did a good job. Right, Soldier 11?
Yes. I had a great time. Still, I can tell my body isn't really used to relaxing.
Wise is a great
I can always
wingman.
feel an urge to do some push-ups or some other exercise.
Oh god, could not be me.
That's our model soldier for ya. So, Anby, can you relax now?
No.
Soldier 11 is important to me. I don't ever want to lose another squad mate. So I promise
I
to
think
look
that
after
Wise
her.
likes to
You
teach
can
people
focus
that
on
are
the
like
matters at
socially
hand
inept
now.
how to actually
Once
handle
everything's
themselves in
settled,
social situations.
If you choose to face her, I'll be there to vouch for everything you've done for her.
Aw.
And if you prefer to stay out of it,
Lily being
no
capable of not
pressure.
working. I get
I
stress
understand the weight of
gagging.
your history with Silver Company. It's like a heavy chain.
When I
around
don't
you
draw at
both.
least one thing a day, my brain is like, eh.
I'll break that chain.
I have faith in you.
Thanks, Trigger. In that case, please keep this for me while I'm away.
What's this? A doll?
No,
looks
don't
a
let
little
go of the
familiar.
Nekomata doll. I love it.
It's very cute.
No, it's not. The 11 looks confused but takes the doll.
Keep it safe until I come back. Right now, it's my most cherished possession.
Aww.
Don't worry. If it means that much to you, we'll be sure to keep it safe.
Thanks.
It gets chilly by the river at night. Let's head back to the video store and get something warm to wear.
Why does she go pink when she talks about going to random play? Time to head back now. Be sure not to catch a cold. How come she gets fucking flustered when she talks about going back to random play? Hi, Belle. Hi, Wise. Deep shit. Anby, you're back. Trigger and shoulder lever and getting ready to call it a night. If there's nothing else you need to do, you should probably turn it in early today, too. Okay, thank you, Wise. Thank you and Belle for all you've done, for the cutting Hares and me. I actually have a place I can stay other than the cutting Hares. It's a miracle that Anby of the past would never have dared to imagine. Anby, what prompted you to say all this? Did you watch some kind of weird movie today? I guess I certainly felt like saying it. Sounds fishy to me. Not at all. Good night, Wise. You're finally back, Anby. It looks like you all had a great time. Have you had dinner yet? If not, I still have some leftover carrot chips over here. You can have as many as you want. I already ate. I had 2 hamburgers. Anby, really? Won't eating 2 burgers before bed make you gain weight? No. I'll burn it all off overnight. If you want to drag someone to join you for a night run, take Wise. He'll be totally psyched for it. No, he's built like a Victorian child. He'll pass out. Wise eats shit on the daily, alright? Wise fucking falls all over so much in like every trailer and every video ever.
I remember you from earlier today. Amba.
Is that her full name?
It's Anby. Just Anby.
Her full name is ridiculous!
Sorry. It seems my memory still hasn't recovered yet.
No, she's bad with names.
It's
Oh.
frustrating not knowing what I've forgotten.
Ugh.
I can help with that.
They're so cute. Best
You can help?
sisters.
I can tell you what you've forgotten, Harin.
She has a cute name, too. I think I prefer Harin to
Harin.
Soldier 11.
Is that my name?
It was your name before you were Soldier 11. The name I knew you by. Back then, we used to find nice-sounding words to call each other.
Oh, okay, so they gave
Higher-ups
each other
were
names.
aware, but didn't intervene.
I don't like that name. It sounds too weak for me.
Blech.
Yes, you've said the same thing before.
So what exactly is this Silver Squad? And who decides who's qualified or not? There's
I want a
lot
more
I don't
badass name,
understand.
please. Pick a better one.
If it's connected to my past, then please tell me everything.
Sure, I'll explain it all. Just allow me to do one thing.
Oh, and Soldier 11 is so much better. I know.
Huh. One thing? What's that?
Allow me to apologize.
What do you think about the new VAs for Soldier 11 and Lecon? I could barely tell the difference on Lecon, and I haven't heard Soldier 11 talk like in such a long time that honestly, it works fine for me. Anby recounts everything about Silver Squad from its creation to its downfall. I wanted to hear that!
There were many things I didn't understand then, and still don't understand even now. All I know is that we were used as pawns in a power struggle within the army. And, in the end, they chose to keep only one replica.
And it was her.
You, Anna. As you said,
Anby.
You were considered the top performer.
I'm not Anna. That's someone else. But yes,
Anna.
I was
Anby,
selected.
no.
They devised an operation.
Oh.
A suicide mission. No one was expected to return alive. My name wasn't on the list for deployment. But the night before, you went too hard in training and got injured. So I took your place.
Aww.
Did you survive the mission?
I mean, you're alive.
Take a guess. I saw my squad mates buried in the rubble. The memories are all a little
Did you
foggy,
survive? No, this is a
even to this
ghost.
day. I'm not sure how I survived, or how I was able to stand before the senior officers.
How could they issue such a ruthless order? Sending their own soldiers to die? We're living, breathing human beings.
Technically test tube babies, but yeah.
That's the point, Harin. Are we humans? I assume you can also issue combat orders now. When you send a squad of explosive bang.
Sadly, I died, but I got better. Eh,
Do you
BB.
consider their well-being?
But Bang Boo aren't humans. I don't have to consider that.
There you
That's
go.
what they said too. Replicas aren't humans.
But they're expensive. Why would you fucking throw them away?
So, they ordered Silver Squad to their deaths. But since you are still a survivor, they ordered me to execute you.
Did you go through with it?
You're alive!
It appears you didn't. But if it were me...
Yep.
Would you have followed their orders?
No. I would have executed the officers who issued that suicide mission.
Completely ruthless. Jesus.
What did you do?
I fled. I offered to exchange my life for yours. And then fled. I didn't trust them. So disappearing seemed like the only feasible option. I knew that once I was gone...
This is making me like Anby so much more.
Because you were their only asset. Seems like I made the right call. At least I got to see you again. I've had a good life. But it took me a long time to figure out who to hate. If I were to hate everyone who hurt us, that would be too much.
Just kill them. .com.org. Yeah. Dead ass.
Carrying so much hatred. It's impossible. And Nicole told me that I shouldn't hate myself.
God bless Nicole, chat.
So, eventually, I realized that all the suffering stemmed from the Silver Company tech, and the fact that we replicas were not seen as humans. According to a movie Wise loaned me from the store.
I like that Anby
this
gets
is
most of her
referred to
knowledge
as
from humans.
An ethical dilemma.
Yes, sweetie, from movies,
Life
yeah.
shouldn't be engineered. Only then did it dawn on me that many people were already aware.
Anby
of
was
this
so
issue.
lucky to run into someone like Nicole. Yeah,
There
seriously.
are a lot of smart people out there. So, I'm sorry, Harin.
Why apologize? According to everything you just told me, you didn't do anything wrong. I'm crying. Why am I crying?
Because you're
All my
remembering.
fault. I was the captain of our squad and responsible for everyone.
How many people
I
were
let
in
you all
Anby's
down.
squad, I wonder?
I wasn't wise or strong
It had to have been
enough,
at least 6.
and I was a coward. If I weren't a coward, I wouldn't have waited until this
11.
moment to apologize. I'm only willing to share this now because I know
It
you'll
was like
forget
12?
everything soon.
Forget everything? But that's impossible. Why?
Silver Squad soldiers who are critically injured have their recent memories wiped within 24 hours.
Oh no!
Yours is about to reset. I can't keep avoiding this, Harin. I have to face our old squad mate. I don't know what other cards she has up her sleeves, and I can't guarantee anything. I can only
Anby's
try
0
my
though.
best.
Oh, okay, okay.
I might survive, but if the worst comes to pass, I don't want you to bear the weight of my death.
Holy
So,
shit, Mihoyo,
just
what the
forget
hell?
this conversation, and have a good night's sleep.
No, Anby. You're being selfish. I don't accept your apology. I don't.
It's almost midnight.
Anby.
Anby closes her eyes and her forehead touches Soldier 11. Soldier 11's fingers tighten their grip on Anby, digging into her skin. Suddenly, the grip loosens and her expression turns blank.
What is this place? What am I doing here? Who am I?
Your name is Soldier 11. Good night.
No! Ruh-roh, Raggy!
Sorry. I must have been talking too loud just now and woke you up.
Anby, what are you planning to do?
Why is immediately
What do you
dad
mean?
mode? Immediately dad
Don't
mode.
hold out on us. Are you sneaking out on some super dangerous business?
There's actually something I need to take care of. No need to worry about me. I'll be fine.
Don't try playing cute with us. Didn't I
Wise
tell
has
you
no
before?
chill with this shit.
We have a right to know about whatever it is you're involved with this time.
Plus, Anby, if you've really been working on yourself like you said, then you should learn how to ask for help. This thing you're facing, you might not be able to handle it yourself, right?
Take
Even
Eos.
if that were the case, it's still my responsibility, and mine alone.
Yeah, we're tired of the bullshit,
At least, that's what
Anby.
I planned on saying.
Oh?
But the lone wolf in the movies never gets a happy ending. And even if they win, they'll end up losing their home.
Yeah, Wise went full dad
their
mode, was
daughter,
like,
Or their lover. I don't want to lose anything, or anyone important to me, Proxy. So, please, help me. Take me back in that hollow, and help me smash up that
Take
weird
Eos.
lab
I'm not taking the
So I can
sickly
get some
Victorian child
closure.
this time.
with my former family.
Wise and I have been waiting for you to say that.
Is
Eos.
that your strategy then? Getting us to help you out for free?
Wise, don't be
You
a
don't
dick.
have to do it for free. Just tack it onto the
Ugh.
Commoners tab.
Make Nicole pay
I'll be
for
back
it.
to settle the bill once this is all over.
Make Nicole pay for
But
it. Perfect.
Right now, I've got some place to be.
Okay,
Don't
this
let anyone
agent
from
story
any
is probably
house
one of the
alone, you
best
hear?
ones.
I won't. Don't worry. I want you to be the first
Nicole,
one,
give us
Proxy.
money.
The first to witness my resolve.
Anby, are you about to head out? Yep. Let's put Nicole into more debt. She's fine.
Long time no see. Replica number 0. Silver Squad. Captain.
Anby, baby.
I thought I'd never see you again.
That top is so stupid. Oh, I hate it. Okay.
Anby, you look like a character straight out of a movie right now.
Wise, no gooning. Wise, 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 wise. Wise, we have things to do.
I never thought I'd be back in this uniform.
Your fighting style seems to have changed.
Yes, because I'm an S rank unit now.
Old memories are coming back with this uniform.
You look so intimidating like this.
No, you don't.
The new you is so reliable, Anby.
The only reason you think she looks intimidating is because you're getting a primo view of that
past me
thigh
was reliable
squish.
too.
If you saw that top, you would be like, Anby, there's a hole in your shirt.
That's true.
I love what. Also, thank you for letting Wise be in Eos. If we had
Enemy's
taken the
tough.
sickly Victorian
Be
child, I
careful.
would have been super mad.
Mind the blind spot. Orders received.
You don't need to be so formal.
Yeah, she does.
Off balance.
Also, is it just me, or is Wise extra sassy in this?
Is this the lab that needs to be destroyed?
I'm heartbroken, Anby. Here I was thinking this was a family matter.
It's not
between
outside help, it's a
sisters.
dipshit in a rabbit
But
costume.
you've gone and brought in outside
Okay,
help.
like, I have like a direct
You're no match for
comparison
me,
between the
whether
outfits
I bring
now.
help or not. Twiggy,
And this is for me a
Silver
perfect
Squad
case of
is
less is
gone.
more.
you will never be able to rebuild
The
it.
uniform looks so much better without all the stupid detailing on the chest. Like, there don't need to be that many holes. You don't need the buttons that expand when she breathes. People don't do that when you breathe, fun fact. That your clothes don't do that. Those buttons are fighting for their lives. Like, there's more of an armpit hole. Like, it's more the armpit hole is more noticeable in Anby's uniform than in Twiggy's. And even then, right, like, I do genuinely think that Twiggy's uniform looks better than Anby's because it's just simpler. The shapes are easier to follow. There's not a lot of stupid distracting details that take my eye away from the thing that the designer wants me to look at, which is her face. With Twiggy's outfit, I look at her face. With Anby's outfit, I look at whatever the fuck that stupid fucking chest pulsing is, right? The base uniform looks better than the 5-star unit one. I'm sorry, like, I saw it from far away and I thought it was fine, but like now that I get to look at it in detail, what is this? This is not, no. I figured you're looking far too logically for a Chinese gacha game. Nope, I'm a character designer. This is part of my job. And I always think that you should look at your media at least a little bit logically. Tell me that that Anby's top is not distracting compared to Twiggy's. Like, you would think that Twiggy has the more distracting design because there's more asymmetry in her face. She has an eye patch, her headband is broken, but the distracting one is Anby because there's too much up there.
We both know how difficult it is to create.
I tried to look at
Silver
Anby's
Soldier
face and my eyes
capable
went
of
straight to the
engaging
chest
in
area.
combat
Exactly.
operations.
What if I didn't need to?
Didn't need to. What?
There's one thing you're wrong about. I've already done it. I've achieved the conditions for rebuilding my very own Silver Squad.
Uh-oh. Oh, we're gonna have to kill all of them.
Weird. These Ambys. No, these people. None of them seem to have any fighting abilities.
They don't.
Weird. These people don't look
But like,
soldiers to me.
look at the simplification of the outfit from far away. It's much easier to do. If you were gonna try and put the amount of detail that Anby's outfit has on the things in the background, you would not be able to do it. Like, silhouette work for the outfit construction, it's solid because Anby's is actually an inverted color scheme. But as soon as you get close and you throw that many details onto the fucking soup, it becomes impossible to follow. Just black thigh highs, black dress with a white overcoat. That is easy to follow, simple, decent design. I would not call that one a bad or distracting design. As soon as you start tacking on more details to make things look fancier or busier or more interesting, you lose the plot. Or to make it more sexy without, you know, running into CCP censorship, which I think might be the issue here. It's not underboob, it's her thumb, it's her thumb. There is no underboob. That would have been way too much. Still like it though. Oh, you're completely free to like it. I'm explaining to people why I don't like it from my design perspective. If you like it, that's completely fine. I don't personally, but I won't be begrudge you that, don't worry.
Twiggy, what have you done?
Clones!
What do you think I've done? I've done something that can stop my organs from being harvested.
Oh.
That can put me in touch with the big shots at Tops. That can help fund my research.
Oh. Suddenly there's a frigid lab. You catch a glimpse of something emerging from the recesses of your memory. Oh, shit.
No, that's impossible. You're harvesting
and selling their organs.
Jesus!
You created all these sisters of ours.
Oh!
Just to harvest them like animals?
Twiggy.
Just use them to exchange for a few necessary resources
Jesus!
to reform Silver Squad.
The writing for this one is really, really interesting, though. I do like this one.
That's all.
Ugh.
You said it yourself. These sisters of ours.
Can I have a bucket of boobs? No!
We are sisters. And we are family. So if we're family, why don't you feel the same pain?
So these are not
as
actually
me?
soldiers because they're being used for commercial purposes. That's so dark.
Neither Harry nor I were perfect enough. No matter how hard I try, all I can make are defects. Good for nothing but a supply of organs.
Christ on a bike,
But it's
Zenless.
not like there hasn't been any progress. I haven't even told anyone about this yet. But just
Yeah, no combat ability.
I managed to make some improvements to the technology, which will stabilize control of the cloning process. Once that's in place,
But like, you're making clones. Any organs you sell from these can only really help someone with a specific blood type. Like, they're only a match for a very few amount of people.
project report said the magic of producing an army out of sugar and air.
Powerpuff Girls.
Captain Anby. As things stand, there's still a chance for us to work together.
Yeah, unless it's a universal donor, it's impossible to use any for more than a group of people. That's still super fucked up, though.
Steady supply of true soldiers, so long as you cooperate. We'll keep everything under wraps until we build a huge army of our own. Just think what such an army could do. Nobody would ever dare humiliate us again.
I do genuinely feel so bad for her.
Crush New Eridu to smithereens. And you would be its commander.
Oh, jeez.
I'm fine with whatever. Put me to death if you like. I deserve it for wasting... I mean, killing all those
Twiggy
sisters
Jesus.
of ours. Whatever you want. Captain, do you want to come home?
No.
This is not my home. I feel disgusted.
Yeah, there is no fixing this.
Twiggy. But now I wish you had.
Offensive. Oh, emotional damage. Emotional damage.
I know.
Emotional fucking damage, Christ.
About myself. Disgusted. Get out of here!
A vial of medicine appears in Twiggy's hand, and she injects half of the liquid into her arm. Girl A suddenly snatches the needle away and injects the remaining liquid into her own arm.
What are you doing, idiot? You absolute idiot! Are you insane? You're just a defect. Your body won't be able to handle it. You'll make everyone.
Are we gonna fight a big Become as Gorb's clone thing? Oh no.
I want.
Oh, she can speak now.
Protect you. Protect all of you. Thank you for letting me be born.
Oh, sweetie.
I will never let you be lonely.
Oh, Anby. A strange scene transpires. The helpless replicas are torn apart and absorbed by two massive, monstrous shadows. Moments later, a familiar figure appears before these terrifying enemies. Oh, shit. Oh, no. So they both became ethereals. Oh, there she is.
You. Why did you come?
She remembered.
I haven't forgotten the art of combat.
Yeah! Baby girl, let's do it.
TWAN, Anti-Ethereal Mark II.
The current you. Feels really familiar.
I never expected to be able to face you like
Okay,
this.
yeah, I think that, like, when it comes to agent stories, this might be one of the best ones.
Now you pay.
It's been really fun to go through, and it's been very, very interesting. Plus, that ethereal design is sick.
I'm getting judged, but hear me out on those two.
No, I'll hear you out. The design is phenomenal. Thank you very much for the super chat. It's really good.
Show no mercy.
Ironically
Even
enough,
if
like,
our
something that I
opponent
think
is
that
twiggy.
MiHoYo's very, very good at, especially when it comes to Zenless, is their monster designs are really good.
That's my line.
MiHoYo excels for me in creature design and, creature design, combat, and settings.
Don't push
Like,
yourself.
all the
Understood?
settings for all their games are really fucking fun. But the ethereals, in particular, I really vibe with. It's a
Why
great
did I
type of humanoid
subconsciously-
enemy. Like, even the base ethereals are
shouldn't
really
miss the
interesting to look
feeling.
at, which makes the bosses always a fun time, because it's always like gonna be like, what
Mercy.
wacky shit are they gonna put out of their ass
You
this
shouldn't
time?
miss it too often.
I only wish that they gave the same amount of thought to playable units sometimes. What? Oh, the bang boos are also really good. Like, the bang boos don't need to be complicated. That's the thing, right? What do you think of Anby's combat? The animations are spectacular, but, like, it's always fun to play the combat bits in Zenless. It's part of why I'm kind of mad that it's a gacha and not, like, an actual video game, because the gacha, sadly, nerfs the game to make the gambling aspect the most important part of the gameplay, when in reality, they have a really good thing going with the combat system here. It's very fun to play through. It's not usually boring. Sure, it can get a little bit button mashy, but again, gacha. If this was like an actual action RPG, we could do a lot more fun stuff.
Fire's ready.
The final blow.
Yeah, like the cool thing about
won't let you
Zenless, the
have
reason
it.
I'm not really pulling for Zenless anymore is because whenever I'm doing story content, which is the bulk of what I like to do on streams, they give you trial units. Oh, that's so cool. Again, as usual, like they excel at like bombastic, really snazzy animations, and with Zenless, they've kind of perfected the art. Oh, now it's sad.
Did I fail the combat test again?
Yes.
I told you, I'm not good at fighting.
Put her out of her misery, Anby.
But as long as Captain's here.
Look at all of them! 50 billion! Those are much, yeah, the simpler uniforms, I like them. I like them more. I fuck more with the simple uniforms, I think. Emotional damage. Okay, go take a nap.
What are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be with Trigger?
Sadness. A
Trigger
great
was the
character
one who covered
story.
for me, so I could come here. She's probably still dealing with the enemies that we met on the way here.
Pain.
You shouldn't be here. You weren't supposed to remember anything.
Anby. Turns out you're not a traitor at all. You're a coward.
Ooh, hi.
I'd still be completely in the dark if it weren't for that funny-looking doll.
Oh.
Huh? You mean there's something wrong with the doll that Nekomata gave me?
There was a camera stuffed inside its head. It recorded your whole
Si hubiera de manera para
confession
una
to me
suma de
before its
año de
battery died. I didn't understand everything, but I knew enough to take action. Seeing as we're sisters, I couldn't let you take this risk alone. And I knew that you didn't betray us. I liked that feeling. It was enough to help me believe in many things again.
Go to bed.
Proxy, her condition is extremely unstable. Please, get her out of here as fast as you can.
Sure thing. As for what comes next, you gotta do that alone, right, Anby?
Time to do a crime. There's a deathly silence here, although everything that had happened was just a nightmare.
This tech has to be destroyed. Thank you for letting me be born.
No more clones.
Anby, what's on your mind?
How uncomfortable my top
You're
is.
still here?
Don't worry. Soldier 11 is safe with Trigger. You can trust her. Oboe Squad can take over from here now that everything's done. She'll be okay.
Time to be gay and do a crime. Let's blow up a building.
That's great.
What a dilemma. Should you destroy the Silver Company tech or not?
Oh my Belle, don't gobble in.
Is it that obvious? I thought I'd made up my mind to never let this kind of evil happen again.
In my opinion, you've judged things correctly here. Unethical tech like this will only lead to more suffering.
Yeah, follow through, do it, don't be a coward.
Is that the reason why you put so much effort into this? To stop that kind of pain?
Hi.
You're right. I nearly caved there. What would I do without you? Thanks, Proxy.
Wise is the best.
Time for this proxy to clock out for the day. I'll be waiting for you at the video store. Stop by soon, Anby.
Belle can clock out, Wise can't, he's still piloting EOs.
I've made up my mind.
Get rid of it. Look at that. Precious Pink Thing is here. Anby, welcome back. The Cutting Hares are here to pick you up. The Trigger hasn't left yet either. I think they all want to talk to you. Make sure that you're safe and sound. You want to chat with them first? Okay. Wise and I will be waiting for you right here. This is actually a great chance to showcase the difference in, like, the changes in design between this outfit and, like, the base Zenless design philosophy. Trigger's a newer unit, but she has a lot of elements that I think fit, like, the old Zenless design elements. If you put her next to, like, haha, Soldier never been picked up already? Yes. Don't worry, I promise you'll take good care of her. Letting her enter the hall in such an unstable state doesn't seem like a taking good care of her. It's not about letting her, but accompanying her. Everyone has things that they're committed to, don't they? I won't stop Soldier 11 from seeing this through, but I can make sure she's not alone. Oh, so that's how you see it. Are you sure this won't cause any problems for Soldier 11 with the military? The military's factional struggles never cease, and fortunately, ancient history like Silver Company isn't the focus. After returning, Soldier 11 will undoubtedly receive more professional care than she ever would lying on the sofa in a video store. Sounds complicated. I knew I wasn't cut out for the military. Don't be too down. I don't think I know any more than 3 people who are suited to being in the military. Including yourself? Absolutely not. Like, look at the difference, right? Now that I'm done talking. Trigger has simple, clean shapes. Big, simple, clean shapes. And while the outfit is decently detailed, it's details that make sense. It's details that tell me a lot about this character. There's a lot of really nice repetition, nice, clear-cut, simple color scheme. And all in all, it's a design that's really easy to follow. Meanwhile, you look at Anby, and those, like, big elements that give the design a lot of, like, pizzazz and personality have been shrunken down. The armor bits on her shoulders, I would have made them much bigger, because they would have stood out more. Like, there's a lot more cutouts in her outfit, a lot of things that don't exactly make sense. Some bits of asymmetry here and there, nothing too bad, thankfully. But it's just a lot busier, while at the same time nerfing a lot of detail. A lot of the bigger details that give it a lot of personality. At least that's what I think. Okay, we're not talking to everyone because I want to at least do a little bit of the main story. I know just expressing my gratitude with words alone is not enough. I hope that someday I get a chance to help you too. And then I'll give it my best, just like today. Wow, now that's something we can look forward to. We'll remember it. Next time we find ourselves in a sticky situation, we'll commandeer Anby of the Cutting Hares with extreme prejudice. Please be sure to do so. I'll be standing by at all times, awaiting your summons. Afterwards, it seems as though something— oh, there she is. Hi. Hey, Wise, guess who I just ran into on the street? Me. Your doppelganger? Well, it would definitely be something I did not see if I did see one. Unfortunately, not this time. I ran into Anby and Trigger eating burgers together. Aww. I thought so too, so I went over to say hi and catch up with them. What did you talk about? It might be faster if you just asked them directly. They were asking me why they hadn't seen you around yet. They're right by 1141 right now. Do you want to go talk to them? You missed Nicole and Billy dialogue. It's okay. Trigger has 2 hands for both her girlfriends. Oh, and Bella's up there too. Green Amby's back, and in contrast, look at Green Anby.
Burgers are classic for a reason.
Soldier 11's going to grill me about eating junk food again if I go back smelling like burgers.
Then eat more
Burgers
burgers.
don't have a smell. Even if they did, they would dissipate quickly.
Green Amby's back. That's my favorite Anby. I do like it much better. It has a lot more pizzazz.
Right?
It's punchy. It's a punchy design. I like it.
I always thought the smell of burgers would linger, especially if they're fried chicken burgers.
That's not true. Proxy, when did you get here?
I just got here. I heard you mention Soldier 11. Is she doing better? After all, the last time I saw her, she was in pretty rough condition.
We took her to an actual hospital. She's fine.
Soldier 11 would be really happy to know that you care so much about
her. Yeah, Anby, burgers
She's made
smell.
A full recovery. She's completely regained the same training intensity as before her injury. At least with her body, I mean.
So her body's recovered, but her memory is still affected?
Not quite. I asked Anby out today to chat with her about what's going on with Soldier 11. Her memory has basically reverted to how it was before the injury. She might occasionally get someone's name wrong.
Oh, she always does, though.
She doesn't mistake her own identity, and her short-term memory is persisting through to the next day.
Poor thing.
She's made a recovery. That's great.
It's still too early to say. She seems to have completely blanked out what happened during the incident, including the time she spent with you, Anby.
Like I said, that's great.
Anby, no!
You still feel the same way now? She still believes that she was betrayed and abandoned. She still hates that traitor Anby.
It's okay, she'll remember eventually. No, Anby!
Wonderful.
Hadian's a way stronger person than me. Strong enough to keep living with hatred.
No!
That's
thanks so much for the follow.
I don't know what to say. All I know for sure
This character story was definitely longer than most, though.
And that's good. We won't be meeting again. So, I won't get killed by her, or vice versa. But
man, I hate those returns to status quo. So do I. I think that it's kind of lame that we lost all of that character growth just because the writers decided it would be better that way. Like, why put it in the first place? If you're gonna get rid of it, why put it in at all?
Combusts even in water. The last thing I ever want to see is her.
And I will tell you why. It's because this side story is optional, so if you don't do it,
I didn't realize
you won't be confused. And that's
I was
stupid.
just thinking about it while watching some similar movies lately.
It's by no means a gacha thing, though.
Yeah.
See,
Wanna watch it
Yufa,
with me
in
next time,
metaphor, you
Trigger?
can avoid her social link entirely, and that's why they treat her and Will's relationship so casually at the end of the game.
Stop
But
by anytime.
I've always hated that.
Thank
Like,
you,
no.
Manager. You're very kind.
Stop blushing whenever
Even I
Weiss speaks
blush
to
when
you.
people are nice to me like this.
I think you're really kind too, Trigger.
It's really silly, and I wish they hadn't done that.
Are you all still down for burgers? It's on me today. Come on. You can get whatever you like.
Yeah, the memory wipe was kind of unnecessary. Optional, and yet we have Standby and Trigger in this Anby and Trigger in the main story, like nothing. Yeah, it's like they have to be more consistent about this shit, I think. I've never liked it when games do that stuff, though. It's really silly. It's by no means a gacha problem. Other games do it too. But this one was way longer a character story than usual. Like, holy shit, look at all that.
Oh, fried chicken.
Soldier 11's going to grill me about eating junk food again if...
Yeah, I think that they should go back to being friends. I think that that's something that, like, you mention the relationship, and the game can tell you, play this agent story to know more, you know? Like, I think that, like, they could have easily just put in a disclaimer that you need to play the agent story to know more, and that's it. There she is. Hi, babe. Proxy, do you believe in fate? Yeah, I see. I've always thought that predetermined fate is a very sad thing. Proxy, I actually... No, it's nothing. Let's hurry and head into the hollow. Hello, Faith and Simp. I mean, she is. Look at her! Can we take green Anby, though? Why are we back to orange Anby if the story ended with green Anby? Oh, wait, it's because they have to sell orange Anby. Never mind.
Mind the blind spots.
It's so you pull.
Recalibrating.
Trigger, though. That one I fuck with. They gotta sell you Luna in case you don't do the side story. I am immune, mihoyo. I only play your game for streaming because I like the story bits, and you guys give me trial units because they're nice like that.
Now it's my turn to ask questions. What exactly is it that you're investigating?
Your tits and why there's a hole in your shirt.
Since you're familiar with the name Silver, then you should know that it shouldn't exist anymore.
Viv's design is good, minus the weird armpit holes. For the most part, I do like her design quite a bit. I prefer Trigger, though. I've heard some people say that they feel like Viv is more like a like a Star Rail character. I can see where they're coming from.
Focus.
Quick shot.
The main reason I think most people think that is because it's not nearly as playful as other Zenless designs. It's just like a fucking gothic Lolita vibe. So I can see definitely where they're coming from.
Will reach its mark.
For me, I think out of like the recent drip marketing, the most like, well, not drip marketing, because she's actually like in the game. Trigger for me is like the unit that feels the most Zenless for me out of the latest designs.
Time to pin them down.
Proxy, let's use that fissure to head to the next location.
Like, I do like how Vivian looks, don't get me wrong, but I can get why people assume that she's a Star Rail character and not a Zenless one. I like her design, though. I think it's really cute.
So, what is it that you're looking for?
A ring. I was excavating ether here before and accidentally lost it somewhere. Please, could you all help me find it? It has to be somewhere among all this stuff here.
Sure, I'll start looking.
I'll go with you.
I'll stay here with her then.
Like, there are Zenless elements to Viv's design, but it needs a little bit more. I think the thing that makes her look more Zenless is the umbrella, but the problem is that she's not always carrying a weapon with her.
Sorry for wasting your
It's like Astra. Her giant microphone is so Zenless, it's not even funny, but she doesn't always have it on her.
I'll be so happy if my daughter grows up to be capable like you.
There's nothing spacey about Vivian. There's nothing spacey about Star Rail at this point either. You just prove the point. Unrecognized during his lifetime, his works were discovered by an art collectors after his death and became hugely popular. Sounds like quite the nice story, right? In reality, these art collectors are to blame for his death. Those pompous big shots discovered his talents and even wanted him to craft forgeries of famous works. Ah. Someone as proud as him would never agree to such a thing. Not only did he refuse, he also wanted to expose their schemes. And some days later, he suddenly took his own life. Ain't that just the way? I knew him. He would never do something like that. Those big shots silenced him. How do you know all of this? Because that legendary artist was my husband, Mira's father. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Thyron Milf. Thank you, but I might not need any more. What exactly are those big shots you're talking about? Given the circumstances, it's fine to tell you. It's the Ravenlock family. The matter I just discussed with Miss Anby is also related to them. It's the organ harvesting thing, yeah. That collectible you asked me to bid on earlier. I should probably return it to you. Don't worry about it. But isn't it your husband's final work? It's fine. Our bond does not need to be anchored to any object. And I don't need these works to remember him. It's much better off in your hands than someone like Hartman's. Proxy, may I speak with Miss Sienna alone for a moment? Use that money. Alright, regarding the matter of finding the ring, I'm entrusting it to you. It's my wedding ring. I would be extremely, extremely grateful to you. A MILF is a MILF is a MILF. Oh, right, we're not using EOS in this. Boo! If you're hungry, I brought some food with me. Okay, you can't eat those, even if you're starving.
There's leftover food here. I don't want to imagine what's inside the bag.
So she's free then. No! Victorian child jump scare. Wise ner. You find a plush toy. After squeezing it and eating it thoroughly, you realize it doesn't have what you're looking for. No one will have a ring inside the stuffing of a plush toy, right? Don't worry, there's nothing inside. I've already gone through it.
A toy that seems emotionally stable. There shouldn't be a ring hidden in it.
How is a toy emotionally stable, Anby? You find a lunchbox. Embracing yourself, you crack it open and peek inside. Whatever's lucky or unlucky, the box is empty. No one will put a ring in our lunchbox. It would spoil the taste. Is that the main concern?
It's a fancy lunchbox?
Forgot to ask at Twiggy
I wonder
5.
if its owner
Any
is safe and
chances of
sound.
us getting ether ethereal bosses art on the future or no ether foolery? Also Terry's Nineveh, big pink thing.
I don't think so, no. Thanks so much for the super chat, though. The problem with the Zenless bosses is that the way that they're written is like they've lost their minds completely, and the type of work that I like to do kind of generally involves people being able to fully consent, so... Like, at most, I can do some design stuff for fun, like what I'm doing with, like, the Mario enemy waifus, because I do love the designs, but for not safe for work purposes, no. After carefully searching, you find nothing resembling the ring inside of them. Does Sienna actually want to find this so-called ring? What do you mean? She said she's looking for her wedding ring, but she also said she doesn't need any objects to remember her husband. We've been searching here for so long and found nothing at all. Maybe the ring never existed in the first place. It was just an excuse. Let's go back.
What's wrong, Vivian? You seemed worried for a while now.
She said, sad monkey.
I'm worried about Sienna.
Hit him up.
Yeah, pin-ups are fine, but beyond that, it's kind of iffy.
I hope so.
Viv, you told her to fuck off before. She didn't know the full story before. Viv is nice, okay? I wonder if she's ever gonna find out. Is she dead? By the time you return, you discover Sienna with her eyes closed peacefully.
Her vital signs are gone.
She's dead!
I guess this was her final scam. There's one thing I must remind you. Your time is running out.
I'm not sure how you can tell, but you're right. I'm going to die in here.
And what about your kid?
My plan.
Jesus.
I'm very sick and don't have much longer. If I try to get treatment, it'll just be a burden on my daughter.
Then what about your daughter now?
So I scam my way through a bunch of physical exams and managed to take out a hollow corruption policy through Ravenlock Insurance.
Oh, it's an insurance scam. There you go.
Once some time has passed, could you please take my corrupted body out of the hollow?
Oh, shit.
That will secure a generous compensation package for my daughter.
Oh, damn.
It's only what the Raven.
Hi, I'm doing great, thank you.
A pity, yes. But it's the only way I can squeeze it out of them.
What makes you think that will help you?
Viv is a good bean. Viv is a good bean.
Awfully sorry you had to get involved in this.
Do you think that she's ever gonna wise up to the fact that Wise and Belle are Faithin?
I have to leave something behind for my girl. I have to give her a chance at life. If it's okay, could you also please pass a message to Mira for me? Tell her, don't worry. Even if Mommy's
Wow,
body
yeah,
is
sure, I can tell that to a
corrupted,
toddler.
withers away and turns to dust, my love for you will always be there. Thank you. You're a good kid.
Aw, Viv.
She was betting that we'd help her. So, you were aware of this the whole time?
Yes, because she's a good bean.
Because I saw it.
Vivian felt silent for a moment, recalling the memory of it back when she shed tears in front of Sienna.
You might not believe me, but I've had this ability to see the future since I was a little girl.
Oh, she's clairvoyant.
But the things I see are always something bad. Plagues.
Thanks so much for the follow.
Disasters. That's all I've ever been able to see.
Viv.
It's all that kid's fault.
She's seriously jinxed.
No.
I always try to avoid her. Otherwise, she'll say something rotten that ends up coming
I'm
true
guessing
again.
this is why she hangs out with Hugo, because Hugo probably saw value in her ability.
She's not the one bringing the bad luck upon us.
It wasn't
Disaster
me.
vision.
I didn't do anything. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, baby.
What good is saying you're sorry? Things like this keep happening every time you open your mouth.
How unlucky. She shouldn't be here. Nobody wants her around.
You're mean.
If only she would just disappear.
Thanks so much for the follow. Leave Viv alone.
I just wanted to warn you all. I'm sorry.
After recounting the stories of her past, Vivian stays silent for a long time, as if struggling to break free from the shackles of those dark memories.
Every time it's the same.
Baby.
In the end, there's nothing I can change. Sometimes I even wonder whether it's me predicting these things, or if my very existence is manifesting these calamities.
No, sweetie, no, it's not you. Immediately wise.
Vivian, it's not your fault.
You were just trying to be kind and warn them about impending disasters.
Bye.
I can tell it's never been easy for you.
Her little baby ears.
No matter what. I just hope she finally gets to rest in peace. I hope no misfortune, whether I foresee it or not, ever happens to anyone.
So, Miss Vivian, do you always cry when you have a prophecy? Yes, every time a prophecy appears, I can't help but shed tears. I used to wonder if I could just hold back my tears, then maybe these bad things wouldn't happen. But I just can't do it. No matter how hard I try, I just can't. You're being too hard on yourself. Vivian falls silent for a moment, seemingly unwilling to continue the topic. Sienna said that the compensation from the Ravenlock family's hollow corruption insurance is enough to settle her daughter's Mira for life. Though it's hard to imagine the notoriously stingy Hartman engaging in such a money-losing business. Maybe Tops demands it. Yeah, I think so too. Actually, there have been rumors that the Ravenlock family had fallen out of favor with Tops for a while now. That's why they're becoming so desperate, afraid of being abandoned by the mighty Tops. Sienna's actually a skilled intelligence broker. She retired from the business a while ago. I see. No wonder she was able to gather classified information. He said she tried many ways, but everything was useless against the untouchable Ravenlock family. He still couldn't avenge her lover. But I believe everything she did was meaningful. The same goes for you, Miss Vivian. Oh yeah, the body's still back there. Oh, yeah, it's behind my head, but I can see it. It seems that there are Theors nearby. It's not safe to linger. Let's keep moving forward. Do we take the corpse, or...?
Proxy, do you believe that the future can be changed?
Yes.
That's quite the sudden question.
In my memories, this has happened countless times already.
Like, I love the umbrella.
Why can I only see these misfortunes?
Can we, like, please give Vivian a hug?
Why can't I even have a sliver of happiness?
So, time to go talk with the daughter. Your mom just became his god. On to the good news. You can now get a new toy house for your Barbie.
Roxy, the fissure that we're looking for is up ahead.
I feel like his aura might be important for the lore too. I don't know, maybe like Zenless does tend to keep a closer eye on their NPCs, but I don't know if that close. Vivian, he's cheering up. Belle, offer her your bed. That seems to be Belle's way to deal with problems. It's just, do you want to sleep in my bed? I may or may not be in it. Oh, good. But yeah, like the weapon for Vivian is pretty cool.
Loyalty. I'll pierce right through. You're up. Quick shot. Sniper's Creed. One shot, one kill.
Oh, there she goes. I love Trigger.
Right on cue.
All leggy.
I think it's about time.
We should take that lady out of the hollow. You guys go on.
Thank you. She gave us the intel we needed, so this is the least we could do. I hope everything else goes well for you.
Can we, like, pet her?
Master Proxy, is there anything you'd like to know? You can just ask.
Can you tell me a little more about your visions of misfortune?
Babe.
A really long story. These premonitions I see are not within my control, and they always come to me in a flash, like a flood of images.
If she can view the future, how does she not know your faith? And she might find out if she sees a prophecy where we die.
Disease, accidents,
she can't see
and
good things.
disasters. Of course, there are also some non-fatal mutilations. But every time, without exception, they end up happening. And I can never prevent or change them. That's all I have to say about it. If that offends Master Proxy and you don't want to hang out with me anymore,
I love how minor mutilations is mentioned.
Understand.
I do want to hang out with you. You're cute.
I don't mind at all. That's just who you are, Vivian. I'd like to keep hanging out with you.
I've always considered this ability as a curse.
I'm sure it must have its uses.
It's not a curse. Actually...
Wise Risen action. There he is.
Thank you. Really. Well, it's getting late.
Does that mean one of the prisoners died?
Brenner's
No.
belongings ought to be around here somewhere.
I don't
Let's
think
take
so.
A closer look.
They're both main characters. Any hinting, any hmms, or 3 dots or smiley faces, I will consider them spoilers, by the way. You've been warned, chat. That's the intelligence I got. Maybringer thought this was a good spot. Anyway, let's look around first.
Looks like it isn't in here.
Don't worry, they'll all die. You want me to start banning people, Lily? You can start timing people out if they start hinting at story spoilers. There must be other machines vendors nearby. This could be the one. Breaker's belongers. What could they be? Nope.
Strange. There's nothing in here.
It's the off-brand Arizona vending machine. Oh, I love Arizona iced tea. Proxy, I have a feeling. Breaker's belongings are definitely inside this vending machine in front of us. Alright, let's search it thoroughly. Nothing. Wow, Master Proxy, so this is how it's done? Your league's ahead of professional intelligence brokers. Oh, hi, Hugo! What the hell are you doing here? Bringer's notebook, an old and worn out. Why did we just get like a flash of Hugo for no good reason? Seems to have a lot of locations of interest marked down.
This is it. This notebook is what.
Why was he
Bringer
just
left behind.
styling back there?
But I don't know what these markings on it mean.
Is hinting when a boss fight is near but not when it is fine? No. You and Vivian flip through Ringer's notebook together, ignoring the surrounding danger for some time, until the shriek of an ethereal suddenly rings out nearby. However, a moment later, a strange yet familiar figure materializes to block the ethereal, disposing of it with ease. Hiya, Hugo!
Master Proxy. It's been a while.
Why are you out in the sunlight? You're gonna burn up.
Scandalized look, I did just save your life.
I love his
I would
voice.
have protected the proxy even if you hadn't appeared.
Oh,
I'm
rar.
sure of it, but I happen to be in the area. Worry not, dear companion. I have complete confidence in your strength.
I love Hugo. Companion.
Hang on. Did you say companion?
Thanks so much for the follow.
So you two
He
know
needs
each other.
vitamin D.
Apologies. I didn't have a chance to mention it before.
I mean, don't they look similar?
The Phantom Thief Syndicate, Mockingbird.
You don't look like a thief
That's
at all.
Right. I was only able to slip in during the auction thanks to some help from Vivian backstage.
Why is...
So the whole time you were only bidding on the collections so you could get backstage and tamper with things?
I warned you before. You can't rely on appearances.
Her eyes are gigantic and I love
Don't worry,
her.
Master Proxy. We don't have any ulterior motives here.
Are you sure about
As
that
you've
whore mouth?
probably heard, Mockingbird is a renowned Phantom Thieves syndicate in New Eridu that, despite its longevity, has managed to maintain the secrecy of its members' identities to this day.
I know at least one other member.
Disclosing our identities to you is essentially the highest sign of good faith that a Mockingbird Phantom Thief can show.
I guess that makes sense.
Your trust is most appreciated.
I don't trust you at all, but you're so
Mockingbird's
pretty.
purpose is very simple, really. To form long-standing and cooperative relationships.
Hugo, you wear your symbol on your shirt. He's not subtle. He's not subtle. Like, Hugo, there's a mockingbird pin on your shirt.
Before you make any decisions, please allow me to briefly explain the
Lekon is gonna fucking burst in and be like, nerd.
We all know there isn't anything in this world that's fair. A prime
He's so
example
pretty.
being the uneven distribution of wealth. People from tops splurge on luxurious collectibles.
He
while
thinks
the
he's Robin
poor
Hood. He's doing his
have to
best, okay?
Gamble with their own lives just to get by.
He's wearing so much jewelry,
Of
too.
course, besides wealth, there's also an unequal distribution in this world of
I like Hugo because he has like
happiness
really
and
dramatic
suffering,
hand gestures, which is
and
unusual
despair,
for MiHoYo
love
3D
and
models, so
hate.
I like that a lot.
It's all just so unfair.
Also, ears.
Somebody has to do something to tilt the balance of the scales. And thus Mockingbird was born. We take from those who have far more than they deserve and give it to those who deserve to have more. If you ask me, that's enough to be considered a form of justice.
Your furry daddy ex-boyfriend would disagree with you.
All right, that makes sense. I can agree with that.
Thank you. I knew if anyone, you'd understand.
Hugo would steal the Hope Diamond and then walk around wearing it in public. Why did you validate him? Why not? He's pretty.
As you know, the Exaltists are plotting to use the power of sacrifice to launch an attack on all of New Eridu. We can provide you with all the latest intel, just like that
Oh, I love the beef with Lekon, like
would never be willing to do. And the most crucial part
The
of this whole
diss.
game, the sacrifice core, is currently
Oh no,
in
it's
my
tug of war between Wolf Daddy and Vampire Daddy. Just
makes
kiss
this
already,
a
I know.
highly competitive deal. We share the same goal for the moment, stopping the impending
Hugo.
disaster from playing out.
Hugo, that bitch Lekon ain't shit.
I need some time to think about it.
How about this? If you still have
Oh,
misgivings
oh,
about
that's
our
great.
upcoming
Yeah,
cooperation,
buddy.
Then why don't you bring
Can we expect you to work with Vivian and her
He's got
milkworms
the
in the
support of
future?
mayor's
I'm more
office
into
behind him,
Hugo,
and
really.
his presence alone
Well, yeah,
is enough
maybe.
to keep me in check.
Thanks so much for the super chat.
That would put you more at ease.
Yeah, tug of war between the
Of course,
daddies.
you're welcome to bring some other friends along, provided they aren't from public security or HSO.
We bring Nicole. We bring Nicole.
Well,
He said Lekon like the name is a slur. I'm so obsessed with them fucking
you've got a
hating each
deal.
other. It's so great.
It's a deal. By the way, Proxy.
I hate that the story's pandering to Lily right now. I'm having a great time. Collectible gifted by Vivian. It looks like an expensive and exclusive piece of art, but it seems hollow inside. Might that mess with its value? It's a Fabergé egg.
A souvenir commemorating our first time working together.
It's probably worth like
For
billions.
now, we'll carefully look through the contents of that notebook. I'll contact you if anything comes up.
He's gonna sext you immediately, and Lakon is gonna be like, "What is that?" Just like, I have some information. Picture of Hugo's ween. Thanks so much for the sub. After leaving the hollow, Hugo and the others returned to the video store. Ugh! God. Your coat drives me nuts, but the rest of your silhouette is impeccable. Put it on normally. Half of your jacket isn't on right. That is so uncomfortable. Hugo. But the rest of the silhouette is impeccable. I do like it. Looks better in 3D. Since we're already at the video store, we should ask Master Proxy to recommend some films. My apologies, everyone, but I need to take my leave and go take care of my art gallery now. So you actually own a gallery? I also need a convenient social identity for various reasons. The title of a gallery owner works quite well. Alright, I'll stay with Master Proxy for a bit longer. But Hugo, you've been oddly busy lately. You're not hiding something from me, are you? Well... The thing he's hiding is the fact that he's boning his, like, wolf daddy ex-boyfriend. The hate sex is hella dope, okay? Well, if it isn't our dear collector, Mr. Hugo. Long time no see. I assume that you finished the task I asked you to do, yes? Done as promised, I've already found buyers for the goods you gave me. No shortage of big names among them. Of course, I've also recommended your gallery to them as instructed, and spread the word about it in the circle. But getting rid of all this exquisite stuff is so suddenly. You're not in trouble, are you? If you have funding issues, I'm also your guy. I've got friends who open loan services. Thank you for your concern, but my cash flow is very healthy, and I have more than just you as my middleman. In essence, I'm just looking to boost my gallery's reputation in the scene. I see. Those rare pieces in your collection definitely caught a few eyes. I'm sure they're all looking forward to collaborating with you. Thank you for the kind words. Alright, it's getting late. I should head off now. See you next time. Time to find that guy. I remember him mentioning that he would dress up in something more presentable this time. If I found with a baddie like Likon, I'd be going back to that too. Yeah! Something more presentable. When the musician's third string breaks, the gatekeeper whispers to me, "In which hand hides the coin for the underworld ferryman?"
Actually, I've worn my jacket like that before. Though it was because it had gotten hotter out and wearing one sleeve made it cooler till I could put my coat somewhere.
Exactly! You wouldn't wear it like that all the time! That proves my point! Thanks so much for the super chat. You would not wear your jacket half on all the time. It's a temporary thing until you either take it off or put it back on properly. And if people see you, they wouldn't think like, oh wow, so stylish. They would be like, are you okay? Is it hot out? Are you alright? Are you distressed? The left hand holds death. The right hand holds deception, but the raven has already flown away with the answer. Ugh, I can't get over the embarrassment every time I say this. It's quite poetic, isn't it? The meeting with Hartman has been scheduled. He'll be waiting for you in that same private suite. Or should I say, waiting for Hugo, the renowned collector and gallery owner. Thanks. I knew I could count on you. Still, I have to ask. You're not looking to make Ravenlock your enemy, are you? And if I say I am? Not like I can stop you anyway. You've already caused a scene at the auction. That Robe of Heroes stunt. I can't believe you came up with that. Hartman's been on the move lately. That organ trafficking case from before is linked to him, too. I also heard that they're dropping big money on some kind of drug research. The Ravenlocks have always been a bunch of cold-blooded bastards, doing all kinds of messed up stuff that make your blood boil. And swept everything under the rug with money and power, leaving victims with no justice. But Hartman? He's the worst of the bunch. Rumor says that he personally took out the previous heir and clawed his way to the throne. Jesus. I know, relax. I don't plan on clashing with him head-on. You'd better not. I don't want to witness Mockingbird's folly or trying to crack a stone with an egg. I prefer to see it more of a gambit. I can never win an argument against you, anyway. Don't forget that the Ravenlock family is in bed with those Exaltus lunatics. Who knows what awful scheme that they've been cooking up lately. In any case, as your old friend, I sincerely wish you all the best. Thank you. By the way, how is Licon doing lately? I haven't seen him in a while. What? I know you two split up, but it's been years. Are you still not over it? Oh my god, he sat on you once. Get over it. Don't know. Don't care. If there's nothing else, I'll get going now. Wow, they're gonna have to kiss and make up. They're gonna have to kiss and make up. So, that Mockingbird Phantom Syndicate thieves only look flashy, but hasn't actually accomplished anything, right? Pops remains unshakable, and those big families are just a step away from getting total control. It's possible that even the mayor can't keep them in check. Sure, of course he doesn't care. Sure he doesn't, but doesn't the mere existence of the Mockingbird serve as some kind of warning? Every time they release a crime warning letter, fear erupts amongst these evildoers. Really? But what can they actually change? A lot. In the end, it's probably just a game. To the big shots, Mockingbird is like a fly. Annoying, but not deadly, so they just let it be. So what do you think could happen? If you ask me, you have to dismantle everything from within if you truly want change. Without power or influence, it's all futile. The first step should be accumulating resources by any means necessary, and if possible, joining tops. After all, to establish a new order, the old one must be demolished, just like how creation requires destruction. That sounds exactly like something a villain would say. If it's really possible to join tops, many would probably defect immediately. True. Who would turn down money? He has a blood chub for Licon. Yeah! Let's go. They'll hate fuck eventually. I'm so excited. You're the one who has business with Master Hartman? Yeah, girl. Correct. Master Hartman's time is extremely valuable, and he has graced you with a meeting amid his busy schedule. I sincerely hope you bring something substantial to the family. Worry not. I stand here precisely because I have enough leverage. You had better.
How about it? Will you work with me?
Not bad. Let me be honest with you. I have the sacrifice core that you're after. I am Mockingbird.
Hugo!
So it's you. I never thought you'd
Thanks so much for the follow. Hugo, bad. Hugo.
Relax, my friend. As you know, if I can sneak into such a heavily guarded auction, then
double-crossing whore. He probably has his reasons.
Just as easily slip away right now.
Whore mouth.
I'm here with the sincere intention to seek cooperation. I can give you that sacrifice core.
And what do you want in return?
Wealth, glory, power.
Hugo bad, Hugo slut, Hugo no.
Everyone else in the world wants, I want them too.
Hugo.
And I'm confident that as the current heir to the Ravenlock family, those are all things you can give me.
Then you've certainly come to the right place. My family is working on a big project. If things come to fruition,
if evil white hot, God, I'm obsessed.
At which point,
morally dubious
sure
Ratman.
Naturally, as an outsider, you're precluded from handling any of our core business. But profits from the scraps alone will be enough to set you up for life.
Mr. Hartman, I think you've misunderstood me. I have no intention of joining the Ravenlock family. In fact, I have an art gallery under my name that does pretty well for itself.
Evo has never been so sexy. I like Hugo.
You could recommend me for tops.
That's what he wants.
You want to join tops? That's easier said than done. Even for a family like ours, it would still require significant effort and...
Just answer me yes or no.
I love his
I don't
ears.
think either of us can afford to waste time.
I understand. Yes, you have my word. But
Lily, stop falling for the evil man. Lily, make me, yeah.
Give me the sacrifice core first.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I can't. I've already hidden it somewhere safe, a place nobody else but me knows. You don't want to put all your chips on the table when dealing with tops.
It's in his ass. Yeah, Ligon's gonna have to fish it out.
Then that means I also need to keep an eye out when working with the infamous Mockingbird, right?
Mr. Hartman, I should remind you that I stand before you undisguised.
You're always
Coming
undisguised.
from a
That's your
phantom thief
thing.
who's never publicly revealed his identity. Shouldn't that be sufficient assurance? If I betray you, then you merely need to lift a finger to wipe me from the face of this world.
Vivian is gonna be like, what the fuck were you thinking?
You do make a valid
His
point
disguise is
there.
a hat.
In that case, you have a deal.
His disguise is a hat and a mask.
I appreciate your trust.
Why don't we celebrate our new partnership with a toast?
Hartman calls over the waiter and pours out 2 glasses of some expensive-looking deep crimson liquid. He lifts his glass and nods to Hugo before draining in 1 gulp. Hugo flashes a smug grin and he follows suit and takes a gulp, and is poisoned immediately.
Having a drink before undertaking anything important is a family tradition.
It's really funny because, like, not only is Hugo's disguise a fucking hat, he has some of the most unique features you could see on a person. Like, he has heterochromia, he's pale as death, his hair's, like, super long and blonde and pretty. Like, he sticks out like a sore fucking thumb.
Shouldn't all your companions agree to this deal first?
He has a mockingbird pin on his label, like...
That, I'll make sure she agrees. Otherwise, I'll get rid of her too.
Ugh, Daddy!
Seems you'll do whatever it takes to get things done. Great things lie ahead for someone like you.
Don't bully him, he's hypoglycemic. Get him a
Leave it
Snickers.
at that for today. I'll contact you about what to do next.
Give him a Snickers. It's better than Astro's disguise. It is better than Astro's disguise, but he's also...
That's him! He's the one who killed Serena!
Oh no.
She was the only one who was ever any good to him, right? That's how he repays her?
That's why they say once a mongrel, always a mongrel. Just look into his eyes.
Poor baby. What did they do to him?
Father! We have to punish him!
Oh, this was all his siblings.
Serena had been ranking ahead of him. Hugo must have poisoned her water so he could pass her.
Oh, did the family kill each other?
Typical for an impure bloodline. He should have been kicked out ages ago.
Hugo,
oh.
Did you do all this?
Yes, it was me. I killed her.
Lying!
He did it! Father, he must be expelled.
Poor
He's
Hugo.
no right to live under the same roof as us.
Why don't we reunite him with Serena then?
No child would speak like this. No children would ever speak like this.
My children, how many times have I told you before?
Why does the dad sound hot too? Doesn't matter,
In
he's
this
dead!
world, only the most ruthless, cruel, and unscrupulous of people ever make it to the top. Like Hugo here, who was willing to murder his only true loved one without a second thought.
Christ.
Only someone with the means and the gumption to do that.
Oh, so Hugo was chosen to be the heir. Okay.
But I...
He wanted to be expelled.
It's all over now, and the results are obvious. The winner of this month's assessment is Hugo.
I don't like tops.
For the rest of you, go to the usual place for the punishment you deserve.
Tops, holy shit, why?
Father! Before this, I was #1.
As I've told you before, there's only room for one winner in this family. You're still a loser.
No wonder he's such a
even
drama
if
queen.
it's
His
by
entire
the
family's edgy as hell.
smallest
Ugh, beat.
And there's no reason for a loser to exist. This is all for your own good. Do you understand?
It's really funny. Like, this is something that happens in children in media all the time. This isn't a MiHoYo problem. Like, they always write kids as, like, adults because it's really hard to write children because kids are, like, you know, really simple-minded. Thanks so much for the follow. Oh, baby.
That really brought up some unpleasant memories.
Like, it's really hard to dumb yourself down when you're, like, writing a story. So, writing kids isn't easy. Because then you have the opposite problem, like Anya from Spy Family, who is too stupid. It's hard to find a good balance. Proxy, you look like you have something to say. About that chosen one. Well, the truth is, we always wanted a chance to work with you. Hugo said that you're the best proxy he's ever met. The chosen proxy, in other words, chosen one. Fine, I believe you. By the way, are you free now? If you're not busy, would you mind taking a walk outside with me? Anywhere's fine. You arrive at Lumina Square with Vivian.
Thank you for escorting me here, Proxy.
Annie S4, she's a mind reader.
Today
Even
was
that
quite
young,
eventful.
she should not be that like
If I were to head
simple-minded.
back now, you're a child that only brings misfortune. People have been
This is
saying that
absolutely a
about me
date.
for a long time.
Oh, I like Vivian.
I used to feel hurt and resentful. But now that I think about it, it's perfectly normal for people to react that way.
Furry!
Why
If you
do I
get gamer subs now, you can prevent Hugo from getting daddy issues. Yes! Use code Concumation at checkout for 10% off.
If
And
I
also,
could
no
predict
daddy
happy
issues.
things, joyful things, would people like me a little more?
Aw, I like you. I think you're cute.
Maybe fate truly is set in stone.
Her voice is so
Often, I
sweet.
want to help these people avoid their miserable fates.
So, like, when she was fighting, I didn't notice that, like, she's not wearing ties. I think those are
For a
stockings.
time, I even thought that I was successful, that I could change people's destiny.
ASMR voice? Oh, totally. Date with sad fangirl. She's gonna bite you.
But it was all an illusion. In the end, I couldn't do anything at all.
Her shoes are insane. I love them.
So, I was really happy when you said that my abilities weren't a curse, but a gift. Thank you, Proxy.
Aww.
I'm so glad to have met you.
That is proper Lolita Goth
You're
shoes. It
also
really
a fan
is.
of Lord Phaethon.
Oh, yeah.
It's like we were fated to meet.
He is Lord Phaethon.
I don't know why, but I feel completely at ease when I'm by your
Yeah,
side.
the hole in the shirt is kind of weird.
feel
You could have
like
made it backless without
I'm
it, though.
free from judgment, from blame.
Late girly, yeah.
Like,
I am
don't
literally
need
the
to
dude in this
worry
photo.
about
Yeah.
and can just be my own true self. Perhaps people
She sounds
really
nice,
do
but
possess
she'd
an
also
aura,
be a stalker, absolutely.
and ours just so happen to be extremely compatible.
Wow. Meow.
By the way, you asked me before about Hugo. I don't really know much about him. He rarely ever talks about his past.
There's a lot of hate
But
fucking we go on in
judging
there.
from his eye colors, you can guess he's probably the bastard son of a renowned family.
No?
I think his mother was very worried about his different colored eyes. And even
I
wanted
would
to
not
get rid
guess
of
that
him
from
at one
someone
point.
having heterochromia. What the
Then
hell?
his family offered a huge
Oh, your
price.
eyes are different colors. You must be a bastard. That's not no.
And just like that, he moved from a leaky and drafty boarding room to a luxurious mansion. But he's also mentioned that the extravagant home is actually like hell for him.
That's not how that. No.
I think it's probably because the family treats him terribly. I digress. He ran away and ended up
Do
meeting
top
my
families have
kind and his
heterochromia? No, I
master.
think that the thing is that if you have heterochromia, you're a
They
bastard.
formed Mockingbird together and experienced a rare period of happiness. Until Lycon's betrayal.
Baba, my two dads fought and then got divorced.
So, what's your take on Hugo?
I imagine I would still be wandering around now if I had never met him. To me, Hugo is just like an older brother.
Very sweet.
I've always felt as though he's carrying some heavy burden with him. But that's a secret he's kept to himself. Something he'll never
I
tell
fucking
me.
love that writing tidbit. That was so
Sometimes when I
anime. That
look
was.
into his eyes, I can feel that
You have
he's really
heterochromia. You must be a bastard. Thanks so much for the follow.
Even though he may say some extreme things, Hugo really isn't a bad person.
I don't think he is. I think he's just dramatic and
One day
sassy.
he'll tell me his secret. Until then, I just have to wait. Wait and trust him.
After chatting for a while, you say goodnight to Vivian. It's getting late. Time to head back to the video store and get some proper rest. Why, you're a bit late today. I went on a date with the vampire thing. I see. Well, it's getting late. You should call it a day, Wise. Once Vivian and then the others get in touch, we'll have a lot to investigate. Wise, Vivian contacted us. She said that you'll be investigating the hollow tomorrow. Besides her, Hugo, Nicole, and Anby, whom we recommended before, will also be joining this operation. I keep catching your YouTube videos, and I realized I wasn't already following you on here. Oh, thanks so much for the follow. That's super sweet. She'll explain the details when she comes to pick you up at the video store tomorrow. But are you still planning on heading straight into the hollow like you did the last few times? No. No! I want EOS! With so many friends around this time, you should be in good hands. I want EOS! Give me EOS! I understand that EOS is not conducive to good shipping, moments, but like, I need the Banui! I'll wait for you at home then. No matter what happens, remember, safety first. Now let's get some rest. All right, chat. I think I'm gonna leave it at that for now, because I have to get up early tomorrow. We need the yeah. I need EOS. I need the fucking Banui thing. Okay, I don't trust you guys, but how long is left in the story? Like, honest answer, not bullshit Lily so she keeps streaming. Honest answer. A fair bit. Give me a number. Like an hour. Okay, I trust my mods. All right, that's way too much. An hour to an hour and a half. Like another stream. Half of a stream, probably. About an hour. Okay. Yeah, okay. That's perfect. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I have to leave it at that because I have to get up early tomorrow, and it's like the last week of the month, so it's crunch time. But thanks. I love you guys so much, and I will see you tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to be doing a Monster Hunter Wilds character design review tomorrow, or if we're just going to dive right into the game. I'll let you guys know. Either way, though, I had a great time today. Zenless is getting really fun. I really like the Anby story. And yeah, don't forget, if you want to get gamer subs, if you've never tried it before and you want to try it out, or if you want to get a refill, use code KinkyMation at checkout for 10% off. Things, I love you so much. And yeah, that's about it. Lily out, bye!